Well, dog, he looks happy. He likes. Oh yeah, that's like my ideal kind of dog. I think like pit bull mixes or any kind of like dog that generally looks like that, has that general bullish looking head, floppy ears. Yeah,
Ew.
that's always good. They're always
They're
very
super soft
affectionate.
too. I
Yeah,
like to
yeah.
pull them up, go happy doggy, sad doggy.
Uh,
uh,
my dog's ears, they only stand up on their own. Do they like the? Because he's like a lab ears, so they do like the little floppy down up when they go
what
up.
was the little?
Yeah, like the little like doors. Nice. Good boy. I used to have basset hounds too. Those are fun. They have funny, and they are very chill dogs. If anyone ever wanted like a dog that's just chilled napping all day and being
Mm.
very low key, besides like they can be loud. There's a hound count can be loud. Any hound dog can be loud.
All night.
But theirs is like a deep one, and it's very silly sounding for how small, like, short they
Like,
are. They're yeah, yeah, that's close too. So yeah,
just
basset hound
roaring.
is very funny. That horse like the throaty or like the phlegm's coming out. Yeah,
They
they
holler.
have an interesting. Yeah, they do holler. They do
That sounds
holler.
terrible. Sounds like a terrible idea.
Little basset hounds. They're cute though. Floppy boys. Well, anyways, dogs aside, how about we get into some Dungeons and Doggens? I couldn't think of a. I
Dungans
couldn't
and
think of a.
Durgans.
Dungans and Durgans. Dogs and dogs and more dogs. We just AI generate dog versions of all the characters, and that's the new party.
That could be horrible.
That could be
Could
amazing.
be dope though.
Oh, so clever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, whenever you're ready there, fire. Take us away with a recap, and we'll get into things.
Or session 76. Going back to 75. We enter the dome and meet Mokath. Cooking. It's cooking stew, and it smells of decay, less delicious than other stews. He says, a delicious meal for those who seek to help others without expectation of reward. Morana is caught in her drinking the stew. Mokath doesn't. Oh, drinking, because she didn't actually drink it. Doesn't want to waste a drop. These are super detailed. I might skip over some things. Mokath, via Nepsis' religion check, Nepsis determines that he's pretty fucking evil. All about that disease and all that good stuff. Marana convinces Mokath to let some drink for others instead of everyone having their own cup. Some people can have multiples. Resta and Leary, and Marana get diseased. Mokath knows Zalramaz. And he mentions Dagon, the shadow demon of the sea. Rana convinces Leary to drink her to-go cup and gets not super plague, sewer plague. Zeke briefly mentions being able to fix it and being able to drink for all of us. And Nanan restores Resta's flesh rot, and that kind of launches into a whole conversation that kind of circles a few times. Oh, we get to a room with some like orcs and dwarves and shit in those go-go cages. And some sort of golem construct kind of creature guarding all of them. So we discuss a plan for them. And we confer with with Lord Zeke that this is a good plan. So we stealth up, surprising the construct. The orcs and prisoners in the cages are released, asked to remain quiet until everything begins, and then they can fuck off or help. Most, if not all, fuck off. The construct ends up. It's revealed that the construct was standing on a sigil of Dagon. And we got some hero points. Nepsis and Nanan. I experienced some tech problems, so there may be some things that happened. Then Morana, Zeke, and Scylla explore further across the pond. They discover symbology of Rovagug. There's also a big old door, and everything is bad. One of my notes just says everything is bad. Rana recaps to Nanan, and I use sending to the rest of the group. There's some BOF. I think that's short for a spell that I can't remember. Over the night, Mokoth comes in and insists on serving us. Nepsis and Nanan volunteer 7 and 4, respectively. Nepsis gets filth fever, gas spore, blue rot, and frigid woe. Nanan gets flesh rot and blinding sickness. We do a bunch of healing, restoring, and praying. Morana does her blasphemous dream magic, and they encourage caution and destruction of the shrine. As far as diseases go, my disease count is 1 left for Morana and seizures. And I think everything else is cured.
Yeah,
I think
pretty sure.
Zeke got rid of the seizures at the end. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, very nice.
Disease count is at 0.
I think so, because I have all the ones on Leary on my notes cleared, so.
Yeah, whenever Matt discovered that, yeah, I can clear disease with lay on hands points. And then, yeah,
Paladins are the
sure.
anti-disease machine.
Not only am I immune, but 3 of you are as well.
Then the last thing I have is Nexus contacts. Oh, he does end up like contacting Divine Intervention and asks for more than 60 days. He goos. Oh, he turns into a big ball of goo.
He turns into a goo, yeah.
And as the shell flakes off, he's refreshed and cured.
Yeah, and lost that bad disease. That disease that was like resistant to his curing. Yeah, it was resistant to his curing and stuff, so. But power divine intervention. It works every time.
Yeah, the whole god showing up and solving a problem was like kind of cool.
Yeah, I would have stopped after that second one. I was like, whatever, we'll deal with it until it gets too bad. And think, 10% seems a lot less until you roll it.
Yeah. But jumping back into that moment, as we return. The smell of sulfurous magma still fills all of your nostrils, and for some of you, the taste of disgusting stew just kind of permeates on your breath. We pick back up. After the long rest, you guys have rested. You get to the morning now, and for you to make your way across however you will, if you're joining the those on the far side, or if you want to go anywhere else, it's up to you. Korag kind of looks at you and he says, so what me and the boy, you want us to stay here? You want us to like me and my boy, me and the lad, and this, and maybe even these other fellas?
So, only problem with you guys leaving is that it is like a direct line to that thing that was here in the middle of the night. You would either die or walk out with a disease that may be the end of your life.
Right, right. All right, all right. I guess we live here now, or like, us orcs, we came from the darklands, yeah, and maybe I'll just live down there. I think that ahead there's a way into there, maybe. I don't know if it's safe. But if you see your way down, if you see a way into the dark, me and the lead, we'll go that way. Yep.
Is there a way that's safe for the others?
In the underdark.
Or just any other way out that you know of?
What about this dwarven gentleman here?
If the underdark, it got many places that it comes up. So I'm sure, with my expertise in navigating, especially in scary dark places, I could find a safe route. Should I have a little cutaway into the dark? Yeah. Get me down there and I'll find a way up. Yeah, yeah. We orcs do that, yeah.
Has there kind of been one of these humans or even the dwarf that's kind of been like taking command of this group? Has anyone been taking charge?
They've kind of been looking to you for general leadership, but this human here is seemingly talking with his kin, like they've kind of gotten over in a little huddle, kind of talking around. We can't go with the orcs to the Underdark, it's not safe. The Underdark is monsters down there. We can't trust these savage creatures to navigate us. You kind of hear them pretty loudly whispering to each other.
I'm gonna shimmy up next to Opal. The fuzzy one.
Yeah, Nanan.
We are both pretty strong. We could just I'm doing the finger thing across my throat. The orcs.
Oh. Okay, I have to make a roll. Where's the dice? Save. Bro. Wait, Nanan. Not
Super
now.
cool. Yes.
Look,
But later.
I know that we have our opinions and our differences with orcs. Now is not the time.
They look pretty weak, They've been in the boxes for I don't know how long.
Got a point. She speak the truth.
Nanan, you feel like your minimum damage could probably kill one even.
We just go over
I just
and
don't
flick them and then.
I just don't have the energy to fight you on this.
Okay, so we do this.
No,
do we do
I,
this?
I
How do
well,
we?
I'm not going to participate in this, Nanon. I just can't. We're dealing with so much other death and so many bigger things than petty quarrels with orcs. Now is not the time. I hope you'll understand that.
You know, you raise a good point. Let me. Here.
You raise a good point, but let me spiritual weapon. uh,
Nefsis,
I want to kill them.
Yeah.
what are we gonna do with these guys? They can't stay here. They'll cook.
They can't stay here and they probably can't go back, but I don't know if anything but death is forward. So,
I mean, how are we gonna get them across?
I could give someone flight. Now we got to be quick.
I can. Mm. Do we recall the group and go and axe the demon?
That would probably be the easiest path, but I don't know if it's the safest.
The smart.
I figure we just present them the options and let them know the limitations. And if they stay here, if they eat the food, we can cure it. But that's only assuming that it only stays to one meal a day.
Yeah. And how often? I don't think they'll survive.
Probably not.
So I guess we find a way to bring them.
Hypothetically, oh, this thing is dead and it's a lump of iron. I was gonna say if that thing was warding it off before, we could maybe set up a scarecrow type thing, keep them scared off.
Just put it in the wall and just have it stay there. Uh, anybody know how to prop this thing up?
It's just a big ball now, unfortunately.
Oh, it just turned into a lump of ironwood. Fuck.
What if we paint a really scary face on the door?
That might ward me off. I wouldn't go to their house for candy. Well, do we want to ask the guys across the way what their opinions might be?
Well, I'm gonna ask this group first, I guess, and then we can ask our group.
There.
And then
Cool,
this
the
will
fuzzy one.
go over here and start telling them the kind of options. Like you can go forward. We don't know what's gonna be up ahead, and we're on a mission. You can go back. There's the disease devil.
hey, what's this? The dwarf starts talking. What's this talk of hey, following the fucking orcs underground? Is there something about that going to the surface?
I was hoping maybe you had more information. I'm not too sure. I don't know what's down there. I don't know if there's ways out. We know the way back, and last time that thing was right there at the entranceway.
Well, they brought us down from the way we came, so I'm not sure what lies deeper. But
Uh, do you guys have food or anything down here?
what little bits we've managed to hide.
How long do you think it'll last?
The ration? Another couple of days, maybe. There seems to be some started looking around the caves a bit, and there seems to be a little bit of edible moss growing up a little bit in the cave away that we managed to scrape a bit off last night. Helped, but I don't know how much further we can go without risking running into that creature again, that horrifying monster. Thank you, by the way, for drinking for us.
Yeah, no worries. Huh. I don't know. You guys got any ideas? I could maybe make a little alcove in the stone, but I don't know how long it's going to take us to do what we need to. We're coming back this way, so hypothetically.
Um,
Do you know if a creature like that is immune to being burned or if it can fly, Nipsis? Well, Miranda, I guess, but she's not here right now.
I don't remember what my role was on that thing, Oog. But I think it was okay.
Which thing exactly?
The plague
Construct?
friend
thing.
upstairs.
Knowledge
Oh.
on the demon.
And what's your question?
Is it resistant to fire, or does it have any resistance or immunity to fire, or can it fly? Or can it fly?
I think you remember this, Nessa, so just for fun, make a religion check, but it's a pretty low DC. We'll make it fairly low here. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure you rolled well last time on it, because I'm pretty sure I remember telling you a lot of stuff. I can't remember for sure. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Recalling knowledge one more time on the old
I can
plague
tell you what I
demon.
got if I wrote some down.
It
no, I said it
oh,
too.
just know. Yeah, you will. That's good. I do remember telling you that stuff, but besides that stuff, they do have resistance to lightning damage, cold damage, and fire damage, and they're immune to poison and acid damage.
Can it fly?
It can.
Fuck. Well, there goes my idea. I was thinking about just they could probably hide out on the other side of the lava lake. Or the lava, yeah, it's a lake. Let's say it's a lake. But if it can just wade across or fly over, it's not much point.
Best bet is probably to send them to the kobolds with hopefully a token of good faith, and then when we come back through, we can heal them. But they probably will succumb to a disease, and I don't know. Most of them were pretty bad, but I think you can make it a couple of days. Won't be pleasant. Actually, can Nessus do a medicine on these people? Like where are they at? Like, does it seem like they're very frail and they've just been going through a lot?
Make a medicine check, just to kind of give a general.
Will
look
they
on it
even
overall.
survive?
Yeah.
Looking at them all, none of them are particularly overly battered or abused. Some of them are malnutritioned and like a little hungry and starved. So they're as healthy as they can be, but they do not look like they can take much of a beating in general. Like these are single digit HP
Yeah.
kind of guys.
We don't even know if the kobolds will like attack them on sight. They didn't attack us though, but especially if they start sprouting diseases, they're gonna look weird. I don't know. Probably need to talk to the others about this.
Yeah. I think we won't figure out what we gotta do until we talk to everyone else. Okay, so getting
Hey,
across.
Resta,
Aye.
how
Oh,
about you spend some time talking to me?
I'll in my head. You have any ideas, Barnabas?
Oh, nothing about that. Well, you know, don't know if you noticed, but I've been in here for a bit. Been opening up some more pathways, doing some more fun nerdle stuff in here. And I was wondering,
Hmm?
would you be interested in a little more variety to your constructs?
Sure. What you got?
All right. Well, I feel like I owe you a little bit, so I won't impose too much for this one. But you start to feel the something press into your mind, kind of akin to like the very first time Barnabas entered your head, as well as akin to the time where more control was given. But it's not as intense. It's up to you if you want to resist.
No.
Then you feel the neural pathways deepen and your mind becomes clear on a new psionic overcharge, which you would have the opportunity as while you're getting it to invest in if you would like, putting in your features. It's called varied. That shouldn't have an activation number. That doesn't have limited uses. That doesn't make sense. There we go. Fixed it. This will give you a little more versatility, some options. And of course, the blades, they retain all of their normal working properties. Even with
Right.
someone that looks a little contradictory, as he kind of like says, you can make the blades feel heavy, but they won't actually be heavy. Feel heavy when you get hit, at least. You put a little more oomph in it.
So if I apply that, I wouldn't have disadvantage because I don't have enough strength.
Correct. That that is kind of like tied all to
Like my
I'll have to
int.
reword that. I'll have to reword that one specifically for your thing, but it is more or less tied to your int, yeah.
Okay.
Or realistically, whatever you're using to attack with your psychic blades, it would use that because it's kind of is made to mesh with that.
Oh. This does feel nice. I'm already getting a lot of ideas. Thanks, Barnabas.
Mm-hmm. There's more to come. Don't worry. Well, the next one though might ask for a bit more of a charge.
Sure. Sure. We'll talk about it when we get to it.
Hey. Well, good luck going forward. Don't get killed by some sort of demon or whatever.
Probably not.
You getting your soul eaten would probably get me my soul eaten, so we kind of have vested interest in getting you a little survivability. So take care of yourself. And you know, worst case, well, worst case, I suppose we both die.
True. I guess it would be worst case for both of us, huh? All
That'd be
right.
pretty
Then.
bad.
Rest will just like lean over, looking at the lava. That would be pretty bad. Out loud and I can hop over and talk to him. We can start flying everybody over. Actually, Opal can like run across the walls to do that.
Yep.
I guess the only people we need to figure out how we're going to get across is Nanon here and
I mean, I have
Lear.
pythons. I could just set up a
sorry,
rope
empty stomach.
and just help that way. Well, like I could if you have. I guess I don't. How long is it? Like if I was to go along the walls, would I be able to figure out if I have enough rope to get us there?
Is your rope lava proof or fireproof?
Well, if no, but if I was going like like along the walls.
Going along the walls and then like making it taut across this pit, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Exactly.
Let me see how high the ceilings are, because that's really what depends on how far away you can get from the lava. Okay. Uh, it's about 20 feet up to the tallest ceiling here. So I would say with the 20 feet, yeah, that's probably above the cinders of the lava like popping up if you go really high. But having the distance, you could tie one to this pillar for sure if you climbed up there, and then 50. You would need like 60 foot of rope and a piton
Yep,
to
I've got that.
fix it there. You got 60 foot of rope and a piton. You can attach a really tall rope up here, but people are gonna have to climb up this pillar like 20 feet, which is
Right,
an
that's
athletics
the
check to climb up the pillar. But then climbing across the rope would be fairly easy, so it'd be part of that. But we'll say to make it one check, it'll be a slightly harder athletics check to climb up the thing and then climb across the rope. But it wouldn't be too tough.
I can pull everybody up from the top of the pillar, so I'll go
That
up
would reduce
there
the
and
DCs like heavily, yeah.
Okay, let me just
And
double
then you could
check
even just
my
use acrobatics just to balance and walk
inventory.
across.
Good enough we'll support them while they're like climbing or on the rope.
uh,
Yeah, I have like 200 feet of rope and 10 pitons. So if that does it, then that's what I'm going to use it for.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't really matter, but which one we going up, left or right?
Oh, let's go up let's go up the right wall. That way, in the worst case scenario, we at least have something that we can
You could
maybe
jump
get
to it.
to, right? If
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
just fucking die.
True.
Right,
So
right.
that's sort of where my head's at on that one.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. And this is also just for us to talk to the other guys too. Guess we don't. All right. I'll climb up there. I know Opal doesn't need to make a check, but I think I still need to. Can I
Yes,
like
athletics check.
find a way to like Z jump up to the top of the pillar?
Yeah, you can use acrobatics too if you wanted to.
Good enough as guidance.
Yeah. As you like give him parkour tips. Give
Yeah,
him
I imagine
tips.
he's because he can fly. He'll like be next to. Oh, 32. What the fuck?
Yeah, it looks super badass and super elegant. You can even describe it how you climb up there because it's so effortless.
I find like a small space in between, and I mean it's a classic jump where I hop up one, I kind of
Speedrunner.
yeah just t- up one side, jump to the other, jump to the next, jumped up again, and then as I get to the top, I grab it with my fingers and then like front handspring myself onto my feet onto the top of the pillar. And then I move some hair out of my face. Like, sure, no problem. Thanks, Nefsis.
Kind of lit.
Looks sick.
All right.
Oh, Opal, here's a fun new thing, kind of new thing,
Yes.
not really a new thing. So if you go to your rope,
In
you
my
can
inventory.
yeah, you can actually trade it to Oog
Oh,
storage.
to Oog storage.
Yeah, and
Get
then
rid of it.
like
Okay, how much do you
you
want?
can like if you're using 60 feet, you'll have to
Basically, it's
just
2 things worth. So
yeah, send me
Yeah.
things worth, and you can even I'll even put a note on it that it's when it's one item, you can that's separate from your other items. You can easily just put a note where it's going, but since it's like separate items, I'll just put the note on it when it gets in there. But it's an easy way to be like, I left it in the world, or I left it attached to something, or I gave it to an NPC.
I
Especially when you don't
actually
have
can't.
like a.
I can't trade to Oog.
Hang on, I think I can fix that. Yeah, you can't because I need to. Sorry, I have to actually take control of Oog storage.
I have just now learned that apparently you could just tear a rope in half with a DC 17 strength check. That's horrifyingly strong. Like,
Figure missions. What? Oh. think that's because it needs to be a player sheet. Fuck! I thought you sent me something in this game, Bookery.
What?
But I guess you haven't.
No.
Someone sent me stuff. I guess that's fine.
Oh,
Hang on, I can fix
the
this.
rope. You're fine.
Ignore me! I do want to make sure this works while I'm at it. Ooh, storage, configure permissions. Because this is a handy way, especially note tracking wise, to keep up with certain stuff. But anyways, you guys go ahead while I fix this.
Oh, one thing I did want to ask is using this ancient dwarven meeting schedule. Is there anything like? Does it talk about any passageways coming through any different entrances besides the main one? Does it talk about where meetings take place, or I don't know, anything I can use for more details about what's to come, or where
Make an
maybe these
investigation
people can
check
get
as
out?
you sort through it. Yeah.
22.
Whoa.
All
Looking
right.
through the ancient dwarven meeting schedule, you find a small hidden compartment. It seems like this like clipboard thing, or almost like a dwarven clipboard, it's like a big stone tablet. It kind of has like a hidden compartment and like stuff. It seems to belong to likely the diplomat who owned this place himself, Mr. Goldcrest. And as you open it, you do find a little roughly drawn map of the area that you've kind of made your way through. This little like roughly drawn tunnel, and you see the a rough carving of the corridor ahead. You see it descends, it goes into that platform area, and then there is this like kind of rough cavern area that there is notably, seemingly, an entrance to the Underdark. Just past the entrance to the Underdark, not too far away, it's a pretty relatively short jaunt, and it seems relatively safe based on the distance. There is a crack that comes up to the surface, not too far down that pathway. So there it does seem to be a way out ahead.
Okay, cool. Then while they're doing that, he'll just be like sifting through the book, and they'll just save that for when we get the group together and talk to him about it.
Oh, but Opal, you should be able to do the trade now, theoretically.
Perfect. Let me do it. So, and how many pitons do you want? Probably 6 of them. One for every like 10 feet.
You just need 2, one to fix it on one end and one to fix it on the other. My understanding of what a piton, because like you just drill. It's like we use to spike it in.
Got it. Oh, I was thinking like in order to prevent there from being slack.
Now you're good for this. That.
Okay, I will send you that.
Yes. Oh shit.
There you go.
Cool.
All
Actually,
right.
didn't need to make a new one. Perfect. It actually was working all along. I knew it worked. I just had to possess it properly. Anyways, cool. I'll just make a
Opal
note.
will help.
Cool.
Do I need to make a check to assist with this, or does this just sort of happen at this point?
Let's see. Now that you've kind of gotten around there, no, yeah, you can just drill it into the wall. It's yeah, you're good. So you
Okay.
get the rope across. The rope is easily not easily walkable. It's walkable. It's much easier than it
Okay.
would be to like try to do any other
Oog,
method of
I'm gonna
crossing
give
right now.
you more pitons because like in order to get it to go along the wall and out of the like hovering over the
Oh,
lava.
so you want to like
I
pin it to
literally
this wall.
right, so
Like,
that way it
oh,
like
so
gives
you can like
people
rappel across. I see the
yes,
idea now.
that's the
I
not just like
thought,
straight
yeah,
across like a
I
dum
thought you
dum.
like were like still like putting it straight across, where it's like, yeah, you could jump to this lava 5 feet away. Like,
No,
okay, I
it's
see
almost
the
like
idea.
a rope bridgey sort of
Yeah,
thing.
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you could probably make that with like 2 more pitons then.
Okay, sweet. I'll do that. All right, there we go. Sorry, I didn't make that clear.
No worries.
Oh.
I just misunderstood.
If you need anything else, Opal, I can give you more supplies.
Nope, I got plenty of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, and I guess with because basically I gave you an extra 40 feet of or 20 or to 40 feet of rope. Basically I'll use that to make like little handholds at various points, just to make it easier to get across, or like knots in it in places to just give you like an anchor point. That's
You
what
make a
Is there a way
pretty
to, like-
effective little bridge here.
Is there a way to like segment the
Control click.
Oh, it's control. Awesome.
Yeah, like when you're doing it.
I was
So
gonna-
like when you get to a point you want to break off from control, click and then go. Yeah.
70 feet of rope. It's it's a little jank. Anyway. Oh no. How do I? All right. Well,
Oh, are
Uh,
you not able to move on that wall? What's
no,
wrong?
I got it now.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. So I'll just pull whoever's coming up with my psychic brain stuff. I can just move people 30 feet as I want towards me.
Yeah. Who's coming?
Uh, Probably Nanan and Leary and Nefsis. I think can just fly.
And then yeah, it's just going to be acrobatics or athletics checks to climb / balance across and this rope bridge more or less.
Can Nefsis help by just like
Yeah, you can give advantage by just like holding them up and be like, all right, kind of like grandma walking them along. Leary says, no, I don't need help. I can do this on my own.
Nefsis will give a little bit, but if he sees her, he'll still guidance her.
Is that to anyone?
Oh, he'll help Nanan, yeah.
Yeah, Opal can also like come back and just because I literally have a climb speed, so I can just like guide people along and sort of be like the secondary help, even if it's me moving at half speed. That's still me flying.
I'm
yeah,
gonna
well,
ready
Leary
an
gets across no
action.
problem. And
Or
Nanan,
like halfway, I'm gonna ready an action for my telekinetic movement to pull
Yeah.
somebody if they fall.
yeah. The rope bridge is safe enough with a 13. That's enough. Nan is like able to safely maneuver across.
While we were setting this up, could I have and while they were getting together, could I have just ritual cast water walk for everybody if we're getting more people across, just to give them, if they fall in the lava, they don't go in.
Yeah,
I think
10 minutes to do that, you would have the time.
Yeah.
I think you've actually also cast water walk in fairly recent memory, so it might just
Yeah, but a
still be
long time
active.
ago, like time
We've
wise,
had
I
a
think
long
it's
rest.
only
I
an
think that was a
hour.
long rest. I think that was after before the long rest.
Right, but doesn't it last 24 hours or is it
Just
only 8
1 hour.
hours? Oh, water breathing is
Yeah, water breathing
that's
lasts
okay,
24
never mind.
hours.
My confusion.
No worries. No worries. Anyways, yeah, here we are. Floating across, and yeah, most people get across. The intrepid prisoners prisoning over here, and they'll wait here until further notice. But the rest of you manage to cross and head on, and the party rendezvous at the entrance to this stone doorway. First, there's the depression. There's the stone stairway that is just above it. There's the arch with the dragon symbol or the dragon head sculpture, and then the stairs go down into that little alcove with the Rovagug door. And you see it for the first time, Nexus. Or maybe not the first time, but you see it now, for sure. I think it is the first time, though. But seeing the foul, profane image that was linked before, the Rovagug, and artistic detail, it's no good. It's, in fact, evil.
That's true. But he's probably more concerned about the people. So as we're like walking towards here, he's talking about the crack in the wall that he found. Map.
Yeah, you
Crack in
like,
the wall.
what are you going to do with this crack?
Hopefully that can be a way that those people can get out without having to go through that demon.
Split it open, insert it.
Me and that too.
I think I've heard that one before.
Oh, so with so yeah, I guess we want to RP out the discussion for what do we want to do about these dudes? Now that we're over here with Zeke and Marana and Sillin.
Who the prison
Okay.
is?
Yeah, because that beast, that demon, came back in the middle of the night. So it's gonna come back again, and those people are not gonna survive an encounter with it.
Why would they have to fight it? Oh, because of the stew. Yeah,
Yeah,
I did that.
yeah.
Then how about you all just escort them to the crossroads? That little like main hub room thing. It's not that far.
So we'll have to just deal with more
Take them
disease,
back there.
most likely, or kill
We'll
the
run
thing.
into the we'll run into
To
the
get to that
demon again.
crossroads, you would have to go past the demon.
Yeah, I mean, just go past and take their fill.
Oh, true.
Or hell, I'll do it. I don't know if
If
I
you-
can actually eat that many people's worth, so someone else probably have to go, but I could get a few.
I'll
We
go
down for
with
doing?
I'll go with you if you need somebody to eat some stew.
No, frankly, I haven't eaten yet. I didn't eat any before, and I didn't have anything today.
I
Been
mean,
fasting.
this
working up an
pathway looks pretty
or at
safe.
least for
Why are we
backup.
even gonna make you guys eat that?
If I can put it away, I guess. Do what?
This passageway in this book seems pretty safe. You just get out that way.
Yeah, or that.
All right.
But no, I
Um,
don't think the prison is a big problem, and if they are, we're just like leave them.
Safer than
What?
dealing with a devil or demon or whatever the hell these things are.
Well, I've been given license to kill. So next time we see him, I'm killing.
The demon?
Yes.
Okay, how about you just go do that, and then you can let the prisoner people just go. That would solve a lot of problems actually if you could just go kill it.
do-
Well, I can't kill it right now because we're about to go into something dangerous, so I want to save
I mean,
resources.
we can wait.
For me to go kill a demon by myself?
1v1.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Lord
And
Zeke has given me an order. I better go.
I
I'm
can.
And
saying you can.
I mean,
I
if
mean,
you're
how
down, I'm down.
Especially if it's just you. I mean, then even if something big does happen, there's all the rest of us.
Or we can just focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, or that.
Relatively that's a minor thing. Let's deal with the major thing first.
Are you saying that because it's actually minor, or are you saying that because half of them are orcs? Either case is valid.
Legitimately because it is the minor case.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. then
Also, if we go
this is-
back, we'll have to climb across that rope again, and it was pretty easy, but kind of tedious.
Are arts normally minors? I thought most were blacksmiths.
That is probably the first thing in a long time that made Opal smile at all.
I'm pretty sure they're above 18. I don't know why they would be considered.
They look
Well,
perfect.
they age
also,
differently, I think. So, their relative, 18's
How
different.
about we just avoid whatever pitfall that I don't understand because 6th, but I'm sure you all understand that we should just all avoid altogether.
All right. So, Nephthys, do you think we should try and get them across so that it might be safer if they're behind us instead of just stuck there?
Yeah, I'll help them get across. If you guys wanna go ahead and not wait, I'll catch up with you.
if any of them slip, just let me know.
Sure, they'll be gone, but
They'll be cooked already.
Yeah. Come back to some barbecue,
I think they'll turn into liquid.
Extra crispy.
Extra wispy.
Extra crispy. Yeah.
Fly back
Ooh-wee.
over, and the dwarf and this human kind of looks up at you expectantly.
he'll show them the map too and give them the general idea of the plan. Get them across, get them through that gap. Can't go
Dwarf
with them
looks
though.
over
I
the
guess
human.
they're really not going
Don't have
to
to-
back to angel.
Don't have to listen to the orc if we have our own map. No conflict of trust there, eh?
Exactly. You guys can just go your
Oh.
separate ways.
Great. Sounds like a plan. Do you want us to cross the lava now, or?
Probably. Well, you could still walk on it if you fell in.
Cool.
And I don't know
But
if they're waiting, so we'll stay a little bit behind just in case they get into a scuffle. But otherwise, it should be safe.
Take a rabbit here. We're just gonna roll one big check for the human group.
And it'll include a guidance. Whoa. And he'll help again.
Whoa. Yeah, they all get across, no problem. In the lava, no.
You fools.
We're just
You
gonna keep
guys
them in the
did
lava for
great.
now, but they're at the edge of the thing here. Not crowd up the map. Yes. Right there, perfect. And yeah,
All right, let's go. Let's go in then.
I'm gonna grab a water. I'm gonna refill my water real quick. So
Oh, that means we're approaching something. Oog, you dirty dog.
I'm Dirty Dan.
Oh my god, that reminds me of I forget his fucking name. Where he's talking about like jokes about his wife or something. Something about you dirty dog. Let me find it. It was super fun.
It was hilarious. You gotta believe.
It's hilarious. I'll find it. It's Norm Macdonald. That was it. I said you dirty dog.
Most things that Norm Macdonald says are very funny.
It's Norm Macdonald's life is a battle axe. It's the name, name of the clip.
That tracks.
Post that shit in memes. I want to see it. Also, Marana, maybe I should play through another, go through another run through of Cyberpunk.
Yeah, you should. You should always play it again and again and again, and then get some mods and play it again.
I've just been playing so much Total War. Warhammer 3 has been so good. Holy shit. I've also I've been slightly inspired by Dragon Ball Z Abridged with Piccolo and Nail and Kami inside of his head.
No.
Does that mean I'm gonna have to move the pool table? What do you mean pool? How did you get? I was fell for that. Fell for what? I am planning on asking Barnabas what's inside my head. Like, what's it like living inside of my brain?
Spacious.
I
You dirty dog.
as you step, as you
That's
step,
Barnabas was like
me.
living inside of my head. He said it's spacious. I was like, you dirty dog. How dare you, sir?
as you approach the door, the depicting Rovigo, you feel all of you an ominous presence wash over you. Something familiar. Something you felt well, last time you felt a presence like this, it was reminiscent. First time you met Cobra.
Mm.
The door looks heavy. Looks like it's like a solid stone door. Looks like something with sufficient enough strength could attempt to open it. Up to you how you proceed.
Seek, Nanon, open the gates.
You sure?
Sure. Mm.
We
Um,
are doing this then.
So when we open the gates and there's like somebody sitting on the other side, are we like instantly attacking? Are we talking? What are we doing?
Oh, true game plan.
Have you
We
heard the phrase, so I started blasting?
I love
got
the
it.
phrase, so I started blasting.
Because I'm pretty sure that's what we should be doing. I'm like 90% sure.
If we run into Zalramaz, I'm thinking we go for like a distraction and an attack. And I'm thinking I could be really good at distracting, obviously, because he's my best friend. And Zeke obviously wants to kill him, so he'd be great for attack.
You would think he's on the other side of this door.
I'm just saying when we run into him, in general. I don't know where he is right now, but
Oh, we blast him for sure.
yeah. But like, you guys could probably get like a surprise on him if I'm distracting. Yeah,
See what you mean.
because the last time we fought him, he flew out of range for most of you guys.
Well, I can fly now, so that's a thing.
I mean, you had a gun last time, so
I didn't have a gun last time. It was
Didn't?
broken. No, it was broken for a while, and I had the.
okay. But yeah, so we're just gonna blast.
A likely story.
So I started blasting. And what didn't you hear the first time?
I'm just saying the last time that we made a plan, it actually worked out really good with the robot.
Aye, it did. It did. That went really well.
Yeah, the thing with the robot is that we actually knew what was in there.
Okay, sick. Let's, I guess, open the door and start blasting.
I like to
Just-
hear.
A weird
If you're not
turn
gonna
of phrase
open this
for Opal,
door,
who can't
I'm
blast
gonna
anything.
open the door with my muscles.
Yeah, you
Enough
do
talk
that.
about opening it. Let's open it. As Leary goes up to the door and starts to lift.
Together
I'm
now.
gonna load the sling staff and just fucking yeet it at anything living inside. No questions asked. That seems to be the
Alright.
group consensus.
She's
Yep.
moving ahead to do it, and she starts to lift. Ugh! This is too heavy. Well, I tried.
Blizzard.
Someone else.
Is it actually heavy or is it locked?
It's actually really fucking heavy.
What if we all lifted together?
Yeah, maybe that'll make it easier.
No
Can we-
thanks.
What if we just keep adding the next strongest person and then
Until
the
we
rest
all
of
get
the
it, yeah.
people?
Larry,
I'm
Nanon,
fine
Zeke,
already.
why don't the three of you, with your large muscles, lift together?
Just curious, because it might matter for like range attacks or whatever. How far back away are you guys from the door entrance?
How far in is it past this point? Like, is this area here?
So you have to go down the stairs. It's a little thing of mind here. So you have to go down the stairs, and then from the precipice of the stairs, it's about like 15 or so feet ahead to the door. So if you want to be in view of the door, you would have to be more or less within 15 feet. But if you wanted to be out of view of the door, you'd have to go up the stairs and be, of course, out of view of the door. If you want to be further away.
How about we just have Leary and Anon go for it?
Do it.
If there is something in that other side and it's a decent ways away, I can do something about it. They can't.
Fair. All right. I'll be close
Wand
enough.
it up again.
Wait, I will pet the crimson one's shoulder. You know, we can do this.
She looks at you and you want me to go again?
Yes. You and me. We do this.
All right. I mean, it's pretty heavy. You'll have to, do a lot of this. It's not budging.
Okay. On three. Ready. 3, 1, 6.
All right.
3. 3.
And
No,
yeah,
that's not
she's already
3.
kind of attempted here. So I'm going to roll at disadvantage to see if she
Plus guidance.
plus guidance. Ooh, she rolled a natural one. She rolled 2 natural ones in a row. So she's not being much help, but she's like, I think this disease is still getting to me or something. I'm not sure if it's all out of my muscles. It's not working like they should. So,
Oh my god, hold on. And Marana will
but you
cast
can make the
Get out of the way, ogre. The drow's coming in to do the heavy
Marana will
lifting.
cast levitate on the door.
Hey, she only lost 3 to her dexterity, not to her strength.
I was already weak.
Okay. But just confirming, everyone's down here below the stairs, not above the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Barnabas. In my head.
Before you get to that, and he's like, yes, you see the door flying open with the levitate. And as
Oh.
it does, dark shadow rolls out and fills the chamber all around you. You need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw. This, if it matters, because I know we got some weird fuckers around, this would be a saving throw against a fear effect.
Oh,
Ooh,
what kind of save is
am
it?
I there yet?
Where?
With them, I was with the NPC humanoids.
Oh, you would have been over here a long
Okay.
while ago. Yeah.
Does this affect Fae?
Yes.
Non-humanoids? Okay.
Two natural ones. Those natural 20s in the very beginning were a red herring.
Twins.
Sisters.
Oof. Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, wait,
5. And I got Leary.
We're
And I need to
missing
get
Opal.
Dylan.
Yep, there it is.
Probably something near sister.
Okay, Opal, Zekian, and Nephsis and Scyllin are the only ones who succeed. The rest of you feel fear like no other. It's not fear that's just like a sudden burst of fear that dissipates. It's fear that digs deep, lingers, instills doubt. You feel anxiety for the destruction you feel coming. You don't know why this impending sense of destruction is racking your mind, but those of you that failed are frightened for 1 hour.
Are you guys sure we should be doing this? Seems...
This is your idea.
Yeah,
I mean, she might be right. Maybe we should think about this.
Really?
I mean,
You're gonna
individuals-
back down too? You've changed. Both
The
of you.
past 2
You
minutes,
think you
you
know
guys have
someone.
changed. Almost like you rolled a 1. No, just kidding.
I think there's some logic to what they're saying. Maybe we should go. Rest up, fight the demon.
Hold
perhaps.
on. Will you wait? Hold on a second. Will you? First, no. Let's go deal with this now, while we're here and prepared.
I don't want to
No
go. Who knows
backing
Yeah, that's what I'm
what's
saying.
door?
down.
On this side of the door, it's nice and cozy. We got the fire pit over there. I don't want to go.
Am I? Are we noticing anything weird?
You see like this shadow looming over behind them, just kind of almost like a cloak. It's weird when you look at them. If you're ever familiar with Doctor Who, the perception filter, where it's like when you try to look at it, your vision kind of automatically adjusts and starts looking at a different object. It's like every time you try to focus on the shadow, your vision just kind of naturally adjusts to look towards the person it's attached to.
Do I
But
notice
you
that,
notice the
though?
presence. You
Okay.
don't because you can't see.
Ooh, okay, so it's a
You but
visible
yeah,
thing.
yeah, it's a visible thing, and you like yeah.
Ooh, I'm literally a light cleric. I know my spells don't necessarily do this, but can I uh, do my divine thing or even cast dawn and get rid of this darkness? Will that make people feel better? Do I think?
What's your channel? What's your
It
light
gets
thing? Your
rid
channel
of
divinity?
the darkness. I think. No, it doesn't. Okay, what the fuck? It doesn't. Oh wait, yes, it does. As an action, you present your holy symbol, and any magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled.
Hmm. I'd say because of this particular like flavor here, make a religion check. You can use it, and it'd be a religion check to see if you succeed.
Sure.
Ooh.
What do you do as you channel your divinity? What do you say?
I think noticing everyone's afraid and noticing the shadow creeping up behind them, what he'll probably do is his arm and his wing will start to glow, and then this that flaming scimitar will light up, and it'll just like light the area around him and dispel the darkness that's surrounding them.
As the darkness fades, you say anything?
I think you'd just be like, this is either a trick of Zaramaz or Rovagug, but it's okay. We can move forward. We'll be okay.
The words wash over you, and you immediately begin to feel a sense of calm. The frightened condition fades.
Are we good now?
That was the weirdest 30 seconds of my entire life. My heart was racing, and now it's calm.
Yes. Normally, I like closed dark spaces that are cozy. This place is right up my alley, and I want to go right down the alley. But no, not right there. I feel that.
Okay, let's start blasting.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Start
also
blasting.
flying a little bit above them, so the light's like piercing through the darkness. He's pointing his sword forward.
Opal will activate the. Well, actually, as they step in, at the first recognition of the thing that they're intending to fight, Opal is going to bonus action activate the lightning gauntlets.
Mm. And yeah, your weapon begins to trident begins to charge with electrical energy. And yeah, it is ahead. You see, the magical darkness has kind of been dispelled and broken by the bright light. And the path ahead is illuminated. A staircase large enough for perhaps a dragon at one point descends downwards, deeper into the ground. And you come across a little ways in the way something interesting. A strange dwarven gate of sorts. It almost looks like a TSA, like a metal detector kind of setup here. And you see there's a pedestal and like a pedestal for like looks like a large object on one side. Uh, and it does seem to have some sort of artifice that can interact with the whatever is placed on this pedestal. There's also like a similar apparatus to interact with this device as there was around the dwarven slot machine, we'll call it.
Can I read what it does? It have any writing on it or like
Yeah,
instructions?
looking over it, you speak in Dwarvish and being able to read the writing. You do see that this does seem to be based on the instruction of the symbols here, it seems to be a transmutation device. It can temporarily reduce a creature. You can reduce a creature's size for a time. It looks like it lasts about an hour or so. It can also do it to an object. It can, of various size. It can just kind of make things smaller for a time. Uh,
Okay, you guys have to take off your shoes and electronics as we go
Mhm.
through the note. This can like change the size of stuff. So I guess if we still had giant Bandersnatch, this would be not as useful, but a little useful.
Might not work with the spellcasting components.
Right.
It
So
looks like you're talking, but I think you're muted. Okay, I don't think you're talking to us. Good.
I'm talking to my. Never mind.
Fair, 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 fair.
Is there like a way forward that we see, or do we have to interact with this?
No, this is kind of like along the path. There's like an archway that kind of goes there. It looks like this is kind of just machinery that's along the way, but you can go through, continue ahead.
We
But the
have to
path begins to
shrink
narrow
down
at this
to
point.
continue forward. It's Alice in Wonderland.
It gets more narrow. It gets more like medium creature sized.
Oh, and if I continue down a little bit further, does it get like small creature size, or was this just to get the dragon through? Do you think?
As you kind of get through, it does seem that it stays medium, so that might be a good assumption.
Oh. So you guys want to continue forward?
Aye. Do we want to? Well, I guess we've got a literal beacon of light here in Nissus, and Vivish's skull is also shiny. I guess we move forward. Can I make a perception check? Is there anything spooky, useful, noteworthy?
Looking about, make a perception check just to see if you notice anything just around the machinery.
Sure.
Yeah.
Does it look like it still works?
Looking around, it does look like it still works. But you start to look about and you see behind the inner workings of this machine, there are a number of fire opals inside of the device. It looks like they're like behind a various series of complicated like protections. You see like looks like a magical ward kind of protecting around the interior of it, and then on the outside there's like the metal casing that kind of has to actually be removed as well. But there are maybe 3 or 4 fire opals in there. Hard to tell
Can
from this
I
angle.
remove it?
You can
Like,
get the metal panel part off, but the magical ward is almost like a magical force field around the interior. But also you'd have to like Tinker's tools check or Thieves tools check to like it takes some time to try to remove the metal plating. But it's a process, but it could be broken into.
something we do when we come back. All right.
So the path
You go.
narrows to the point where it is gonna be a pretty narrow. You guys have to line up in a line, like a straight line, so narrow it's like it's back to back. So what is the marching order? Who is gonna go first? Nanan first. Who's second?
Opal can go behind a non.
Oh, behind Nanan. Who's third?
Leery.
Leary it is.
Zeke will be at the very, very back in case anything comes from behind us.
I'll be behind
very
Leary
well.
then.
Sylvan will be right behind you, Zeke.
In front of me.
In front of you? Gotcha.
I'll be in front of Sylvan.
And I'll be in front of Mirana.
Excellent. And perfect. Okay. You begin to find your way to the end of this passage, and you see a double-sided stone door that looks like it depicts halfway uh, the side of the face of a dwarf, and the other half is the face of a dragon. It's a big, heavy bronze door, not as quite as heavy as the Robogug door, and it actually looks older than the Robogug door. It looks like the Robogug door was probably put in after this particular door. But it, as you approach it, doesn't seem locked. Doesn't seem to be any no business, in fact, because it seems like the handles and the constructions are all like long since decayed and ruined, and the door was even slightly ajar. And you can see, peeking back through the gap in the door, there is a spiral staircase that goes down, continuing on in your normal in your current formation. The journey down takes minutes. Minutes that turn into about half an hour or so of just walking down or so. It's a long, long ways. So deep, deep downward tunnel.
Kristen, below, below. When where the winds don't blow. Sorry.
Mhm. So, I know we said we weren't going to plan or anything, but I feel like we're coming up on something. As she kind of she peeks forward, looking at the front of the group, and it does look like you guys are starting to get to where the path evens out. The stairs come down,
Oh,
and there is a straight 5-foot like corridor, like a 5-foot hallway, 5 foot tall, 5 foot wide. It goes straight down, straight ahead.
here's an idea. Target priority. So like, who goes after what kind of thing? Because he's almost certainly going to have, if this is Aramas, or in any case, he's likely going to have backup. Who goes for the big guy? Who goes for his minions to keep the
I
big
say we
guys
all
fighting the
go
big
for
guys?
Zaramaz.
Just, I don't.
Kill the leader, and the rest will flee. I like
Right.
that idea.
We'll kill
if-
him before he can make more.
If it's a dragon that we go down here and see, we should all not stand in a clump because we did that last time.
Right, and then all kill the dragon. Yeah, I say that we worry ourselves about the big things and don't pay as much attention to the small one. Just leave. I guess if there's small ones, try to bunch them up.
I have
I'm
a
sure
great
Nessus can do something about it.
I have a great phrase that is actually a teaching of Thotham. It says, "Don't sweat the petty things, and also don't pet the sweaty thing."
Ew.
We are leaving the lava pit, so let's worry about this.
Well, actually, I'm actually now starting to sweat now. My palms are very sweaty.
Hey,
So you're
your
saying
knees
you
were
don't wanna be
just
pet?
your knees were just weak. Get your shit together.
I just haven't had, like, Opal, you made some mushroom spaghetti a while ago, and I really liked it, and I'd really love if you can make it again.
Oh, it's worth saying before we go forward, actually. Nanan, with Vivesh, when it's important to say, when she's around you, she is going to be like subject to like AOE saving throws of stuff like that, like anything like that. So it is important if you want her to be safe. It's always you can set as the default like Vivesh, since she can fly, she
Why is
can
that coming
be
up now?
flying up or bad.
This is
Well, I just mean
apropos
in
of
general.
nothing.
I just
Why
mean in
would that
general.
even be important right
It's
now?
not.
What do you
It
mean?
won't happen. You don't
I
have to
just mean in
worry
general.
about it.
I just mean in general.
Actually, I was thinking when we were heading down the narrow corridor that maybe she would be kind of ahead and
I
like
say
at
Vivesh, I mean
any sign
Nawachi.
Nuachi. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
At any sign of trouble, she will dart up and away, kind of giving us an alert too.
Aye.
Do you want
And
to
like
remind
as
us
you're
about death saves while we're here too?
Well, you know, just
No, he wants to tell us about massive damage rules, Marana.
That's what I want to tell you about. Like,
In case
some
you
new
get one
things.
shot, in case
in
you take,
case you
I don't know,
instantly die,
300 damage.
in case you were to take like an insane amount of damage in a single attack, like let's say I don't know 250 for just throw a number out there. If that were to happen,
I did
anyways,
just have a boss fight in my Tuesday game.
as you step
Intimately.
forward, a sight overcomes those of you in the front. Standing 12 feet tall in this open cavern is a rough, emaciated, and blackened body adorned with two featherless wings. From his hands, flames emerge, and a rough hunk of metal that vaguely resembles a greatsword is wreathed in flames. He turns, or he's already kind of looking towards you, just kind of vigilantly standing there with his greatsword kind of like almost in like a vigil's position. He is staring straight towards where the group has entered, and he begins to speak.
I am the gatekeeper, chosen by Dagon and his champion, Zaramas, the Ascendant. This gateway into the abyss is the first of many, and you will not interfere, for you could not interfere with the combined wills of an eldest and a demon lord. Even defeating me is a task far beyond you. Only those with heroic souls would stand a chance. Only heroic souls should have come. Only heroic souls have value to Zalramaz's ascent. Would any of you claim to have such a soul? Let's find out.
And he points his great sword directly towards you with ill intent.
I say how glad I am we didn't start with the minor demon upstairs.
So this guy doesn't know that we've
Oog,
already beat
whatever you-
Zaramas once before, or
Whatever you did to fudge my rolls, keep doing it.
You know, I
Yeah,
felt
that's-
bad.
That I think is the highest I have ever rolled for initiative, ever. We're gonna find out real quick whether this person is immune to being stunned, just so you all know. Come on, somebody roll big.
This is
Okay.
ridiculous.
At the top of the round, this creature standing there, it's whole one-handed pointing this giant greatsword at you. It's wreathed in flames. They are glowing akin to like the only difference between the flames glowing on his sword and the flames glowing on Nef's sword is that like his had this like darkness kind of in the core, and Nef's grow with like radiant energy. It's a battle of flaming swords. It's cool.
Okay, well, Opal is gonna make the typical fast approach. I'm gonna just sort of circle behind. Bonus action, Earth and Elucidation, so I can actually see shit within 60 feet of me. in case anything else decides to join us.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make 3 attacks, and we'll decide what happens after that. Come on. I don't have situational bonuses. Just flat nat 20, baby.
Ooh, baby!
So this is
That's what we
versatile.
need.
Plus, I gotta remember what my actual thing does. My lightning thing. Let's
Just roll better.
It's
Gauntlets
quite a
of electric tree.
bit.
It's 1d6, so I get an extra 2d6.
If you do the 1d6 and the crit.
Oh well, yeah,
damage.
1d. Yeah, that's exactly right. You
Yep.
are correct. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty good. And I would like it to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 17,
That it will.
to protect itself from being stunned.
He's gonna burn a legendary resistance.
Fantastic. I'm gonna do it again. Second attack. Still targeted, yes. Okay. And I'm assuming that natural 20 beat his AC by 4 or by 5.
Yes, yeah, I did.
Okay.
Just barely.
It doesn't.
AC
It,
25.
who knows,
Just
man?
barely. Just barely. Exactly.
Does a 25 hit?
That does it.
And does it also beat his AC by 5?
It sure does.
Okay, that's good to know. Whoops, not 1d6, 1d6. Not a critical hit. I would like you to make another Constitution saving throw.
You got it, Chief. He's gonna burn another legendary resistance.
Nice.
Third attack.
Beat 'em up,
He's actually
baby.
pretty good at these saves. I'm just not rolling that well.
Plus 2. Normal.
Oh
Another
my god!
natural 20.
Just roll
Baby.
better.
Just roll better.
Just
I
roll
told
better.
you it is the only
He figured out the game.
rule.
Fucking
Write a
Opal
book.
figured out. Opal was working with
Let's
Paizo and he
let's
cheated. He
do-
learned all the rules. He learned how
Let's
to
do
roll the
max
dice.
damage too. Why not? It's a way lower
Oof.
chance. That's
That's
close.
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
And I had to take away from the -1 for the bonus damage, so it would have been another 24, which would have been dope. Anyway, make a third
Wait, are the
Constitution
D4s
saving
not on
throw.
that?
I will.
No,
Sorry, what
those are- this
D4s?
is monk weapons.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
yeah,
his
these are
offhand
monk
attack.
weapons.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So I don't get
That-
the 2d4 version.
is going to be
Burn
his
the
final
third?
legendary resistance.
And then I'm gonna see if I can
What's
get
the
him
point
to.
of saving throws if you can't roll high? What happened?
Okay.
What happened? Why are you guys rolling high? This isn't how this is supposed to work. I'm
And-
supposed to roll high. You're supposed to roll low.
And Opal is just going to, and Opal is
It's
going to
also
take a
crit
step
him
away,
twice, and it's still barely injured. So it's
and I'm going to step away.
Okay.
Does it take an
He-
attack of opportunity?
It is going to. Yep.
Okay, fantastic. Go for it.
Here comes a bite as it just lunges forward and just takes a big chunk at you. Its mouth expands into this opening maw that kind of like its jaw disconnects from the rest of its face and it just kind of expands out the neck. And this whole thing just opens up. I don't know why it asked me to roll. Well, whatever. It missed, though, as you step away. As it bites down and misses. That would have been a meaty bite. But
And then, yeah, and then that's actually, and then in that case, I'm just going to continue my movement. I'll use my feline agility, and I'm getting the fuck out of dodge. I'm gonna.
You
I don't know
got
what is this? Is this like mist?
that looks like a terrifying portal to the abyss of some sort. You see, just kind of gazing through, you see crackling energy and vague, like almost like a shattered mirror. Like you see bits of what look like ruined cities and dark, blackened landscapes of abyssal nature. It's doesn't look good.
Okay, then I'm going to stand right here as sort of a bastion to prevent things from coming in through there, and also to potentially prevent them from escaping.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the intent anyway, and also to be
Okay.
just out of line of sight of that fucker.
All
All right,
right.
that's my turn. Yeah.
End of your turn, it's going to use one of its legendary actions. And you see it the symbol, there's a symbol in its chest appears, symbol of Dagon, and then wrapped around it is the Ouroboros of the Radagon, kind of like over it, like in the middle. So it's like Ouroboros, and then in the symbol there's a symbol of Dagon. And as it glows, you see the wounds you've inflicted begin to close up a little bit. And that's going to be his legendary action. Nepsis, what are you doing?
Can I roll on the gatekeeper? Like a religion to understand what he is if he's got weaknesses?
Oh yeah, make a religion check.
Ba-da-ba.
You have heard of the Gatekeeper. He was once a powerful warlock of Dagon, and he has recently, at some point in the history, he entered the abyssal larva form. That is the prerequisite of becoming a demon, or a greater demon, and began his ascent. He served well, eventually became this terrifying monster through a various series of bloody conquest and battles, specifically of killing clerics. He is very good at dealing with clerics. But what you know about him is he's damage immune to fire and poison, and he is also kind of shares common resistances where like non-magical weapons won't hurt him and stuff like that.
Won't hurt him or is resisted?
Won't hurt him as similarly like as much as like other demons. So
Okay,
like
make
resistant.
sure it's not immunity. Okay.
Okay. He will give that information out, and I could do something that is stupid, but way more fun. Or I could do the smart thing. I'm gonna do the stupid.
Oh,
thing.
one other thing you would know about him: the Gatekeeper has an ability because he is the Gatekeeper. Because one of his primary roles that he has served under Lord Dagon is going through and protecting gateways from clerics and other do-gooders who would seek to close the portals. This is kind of his gig, and as of such, he has planar acclamation. He can root himself to whatever plane he's in.
Gotcha. Neat. Okay. Well then, what we will do. All right. Then I'm just gonna hit him with a Sacred Flame to start. Boop boop. For 17 radiant. And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna use this spell just because I've already kind of got the oh, okay, he succeeds. All right, well,
He does succeed.
doing this thing. Boop. So now the sword is real.
As the flames actually begin to grow bright and ignite with holy fury.
And then he will fly. He's actually just gonna go behind this tent thing. Boop boop. And that is it.
You got it. At the end of your turn, he is going to use another legendary action, and you see he's just standing there, still kind of holding the sword, and the rune pulsates. He restores more health. And that brings us to his turn.
I said, I barely even felt that. You all stand no chance against me. Flee now. I am bound to this gateway. I will not pursue. Unless you make yourself a threat.
And he's gonna then 10, 15, 20, and he's gonna pick you up. I need you to make an athletics check.
Uh-oh.
Or acrobatics to avoid it.
Don't get yoded.
Baby,
I
in the
will
bottom,
make
do
an
not move.
acrobatics
Upside
check.
down.
Oh, well, clearly has
Um,
advantage because she's a cat, right? Like,
Honestly, that's what I should have done. I'm big stupid. All right. No situational bonuses for my double nat 20s before.
No, and he just picks you up with one of his multi attack, and he's gonna pick you up, and he's throwing you towards the portal. And this is going to be a toss creature thing, which is pretty straightforward.
He's tossing her into the abyss.
Yep. You
Long
can make
friends.
another. You can make another athletics, or let me see. Matt, you know, I'm just using the toss a creature rule. The when the creature's getting tossed, they make a save, or you just make no. It's a DC.
No.
It's a DC. It's a
It's
DC.
a
That's
DC
what
that
it
the
is.
tosser has to make, and if you throw
Yeah.
them into someone else, the someone else has
Yep.
to make a save.
Yeah,
No,
don't worry, they're not
Opal's
going to throw
getting
someone
tossed,
else. So,
probably.
Opal,
I think it's a DC 15 because the size.
you're
of it.
flying through the air and you touch the portal, and suddenly you all just see Opal gone, disappear.
Bye, everybody.
I'll leave you on this map just so you can like watch this. But
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of hang out in the lava. 'Cause
yeah,
this is the abyss for me.
yeah,
I'm
and
trying to get a good vantage point. Oh joy.
we'll describe what you see. I might even do it in whispers to you of what you see when we get to your
Yeah.
turn. But the gatekeeper does that with his action, or one of his attacks, two of his attacks. That's actually two of his attacks for that. And then he is going to step back here. And go right there. Marana, your turn.
Did you just toss her into the portal?
We shall see how she fares in the abyss. My home.
You're so fucking cool, dude. Holy shit. Okay.
It's true. This dude is sick as fuck.
Oh my gosh. What's your name? We didn't catch your name. You said you were
The
the
gatekeeper.
gatekeeper. Is that your name?
Gatekeeper.
You don't have a name?
Jonathan.
Clark?
The name I had in life. It is lost, and it holds no meaning. The gatekeeper does.
Okay, question. Can I make a roll? From what he just said about his name being lost. So, knowing what Marana knows about her former patron and how she felt about her, does she get the sense that, like, the way that he said, my name was lost, yada, 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 that he felt kind of the same? And this is something that he didn't want? Or was he like, yeah, demons?
Make an insight check just from the voice, because it's like echoing out behind this pillar as like it just resonates through the cave. It's make an insight check.
Why the fuck do I always try to make insight checks? I'm terrible at insight.
It's hard to read extraplanar creatures, especially, and this one is no different. And it's hard to see if there's regret or malice. It's a mixture of it. It feels like malice and hatred, and just an overwhelming negative emotion wave coming out from this individual. But it's hard. Hard to pinpoint motivation.
Marana is
Now
going
I'm motivated.
Marana is going to say, we could help you find your name. And then she's going to cast this that you can see. Fuck. No, I know his name. She's going to say the gatekeeper, because that's his fucking name, and cast this.
Ah.
Oh.
Needs to make an intelligence saving throw?
Yep.
You got it. What's the DC?
Hold on.
17. I got you.
Yes. That.
He fails.
Oh.
He does seem, well, you can't see. But you feel the psychic lance take hold, but something's blocking the hold on him. You feel like his mind is such a complex device that like it's not incapacitating him as much as you thought it would.
Okay. Well, offer still stands if you want to find your name.
Actually, that's an important point of order in which I need to make sure stun doesn't just well, okay, good. Mm, interesting point. I didn't think about this. I forgot that stun gives you incapacitated, so I guess he is immune to the incapacitated part, but he's still but after that it says can't move and can speak only falteringly, so he has those two still attached to him and the strength save and attack rolls, but he could still act theoretically while stunned? Yes. Interesting.
Would
He
he
just couldn't move.
also? Would that also make him affected by what's it called? Like take double damage, or be like give people
Advantage.
advantage. Give people advantage on attacks against.
I think it's incapacitated.
No, it's
that does
separate.
that.
I think that's separate based on the wording here. I think that
It
the
says-
advantage part is separate than
Oh
the
no, yeah, you're right.
incapacitation.
That's part of the stun. You're right.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't be
but-
incapacitated, so he could move just fine, but he automatically fails strength and dex saves,
Right.
and attacks against him have advantage.
Yep.
Is what it would do.
However, this spell also just affects him with incapacitated, so he's just immune to the effect.
Yeah, he's just immune to the incapacitation part.
Yeah, still takes the 24 points of psychic damage.
He does.
Pretty
He
good.
does. He sure does.
Yeah, pretty solid, like a rock.
Anything else for you, Marana?
He's so cool. No, that's it.
It's
Rana's also fangirling out, and he's so cool.
Okay. You hear the sound of it's like a vroom every time the rune that on his chest pulsates and glows and heals him. He does burn another legendary action at the end of your turn to restore. Zekian, it's your turn.
Yeah,
You're at the top of the staircase,
these-
so you have to kind of walk around this staircase to get down because there's still tunnel in front of you. This is just for the visual.
Oh, like I can't even see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So these over here, these things, these are doors. Yeah.
Those are loose bits of cloth that are hanging up, and you can kind of vaguely see through them. But they can be pushed through like a door. Yeah. And you see a big statue of some scary looking beast. It looks kind of similar to the depiction of the painted creature you saw, but it's peeking out behind the cloth. But you barely see it.
Okay. Zeke's gonna move to here, and then I'm gonna miss these. So I've moved 20 feet, and then yeah, I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm gonna move back here. He's just gonna go through it just to get a look. Maybe this way.
Yep.
This would be my movement. Oh, hello.
Yeah, there
what
he
is
is,
this?
and you see a pool of blood, and this statue it's the same depiction of it looks like a depiction of Robogug, that big bestial form. It's kind of coming out and at you. The statue itself is hovering over an altar with a spherical chest. It looks like made of glistening silver and emblazoned with red rubies. It looks like the chest itself looks very heavy, but it looks like it would be worth some itself even. And of course, you see the towering creature just kind of backs up against the pillar and just kind of eyes gaze down at you.
You said that you're gonna leave me alone if I'm not a threat. Yeah. Call me interested.
If you flee and make it clear that you are not going to go against the will of Dagon or, well, Outermass.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to. Is this guy metal?
No, he is
Armored?
entirely like nude, but his body seems to be like made of like when you touch it, or like, if you touch it, it would be like touching stone.
I Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a level spell. I'm so sorry. Then never mind. He's just fucking. He's gonna attack this guy.
Yeah, no worries. But for the purposes of if anyone's curious, the thick stone like shell would contribute. Sundering would work here. Cool.
Anyone?
21 hits.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm gonna spend a smite. Is this guy a fiend?
Yes.
Let's do this. Sorry, I forget the smite scaling now. So 40.
Hey.
It's a big hit. You see, like every hit you've been doing, it's like it's healing and regenerating so fast. Even that, it's like the damage you just did. You saw him. He just looked this wounded a second ago, and it's already starting to like close because of the power of this rune.
Where is this rune on his body?
It's on his chest.
Okay. Also, just to make sure my weapon's magical, did that work?
Yep. It didn't get resisted.
Okay. Cool. Then yeah, that's it.
You got it.
Oh, and the 48 was radiant if it mattered. I forgot to do that.
Yeah. It's all the same in this particular instance. So, Leary is going to look around and I gotta get over there, and she's gonna dash. Well, she can get here. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, and then she's gonna come up here, open this. There you are. And that's gonna be her turn as she dashes up there. Resta, it's your turn.
Oh boy. What are these tents around here?
These look like old ruined like orcish tents that were here to like be some part of the camp. You see some of them have like kind of like sunken in where this lava has started to form. It looks like this ground has started to fall in a little bit from what it used to look like. But yeah, there's old
Okay.
orcish tents.
Yeah. From the time it was. Whoa, okay, I can see the tippy top of his head right there.
Yeah. He's like 3/4 cover from you right now.
Yeah. Yep. 20, 25, 30. 30. 40. Ugh, bonus action dash. Would that be like half cover, or would I get past that?
This is a pretty clear shot at this point because yeah, it's like a pretty straight shot. He's big enough that he's sticking out.
All right. I have a question about the psionic overcharge for the varied constructs.
Yep, that's fair. What's up?
How do I turn this on?
Like, how do you denote that you have invested the dice?
Yeah.
That's up to you. You could just like reduce the maximum of your dice like manually, and then just kind of like keep mental track of how many you're supposed to have. And then as long as you're invested in it, you just have it.
So I can turn it off whenever I want.
You can turn it off over a short or long rest.
Okay, but okay.
But once you're in it, it's like a passive that you just kind of have once you're invested in it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit this bitch though with a completely different thing. I'm gonna hit him.
We can take a break after this turn, Nanan.
I'm gonna hit him with a mind fuddle. Am I
Or after
targeting
this
him?
round, I say, because there's only 2 more turns to go. And it'll be your turn and then Scyllin's, and then we'll go to the break. Sorry, go ahead.
Mind fuddle.
Mind
He's got to
fuddle.
make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw. Or wisdom saving throw, sorry.
Oh, wisdom?
Yep.
He does fail, so he can't roll attack reactions, and he must roll a d10 at the start of the turn to determine his favor. There you go. Cool.
Why don't I get inside and scramble your brains a little bit?
And as you start to enter a twisted landscape of deformity and depravity that is hard
my
to imagine and
brains.
put into words. But you do start to
My
fuck shit up in there.
purity ruined.
All right, I'll burn 2 of my rogue dice for that. And you know what? I'm gonna. Can I activate that now, or could I have activated?
I think that was supposed to be. I think I fucked up the wording there because I have like the. It's just wisdom saving throw, but I think it's because I copied the spell fucking confusion. But that's supposed to say int because it's supposed to be based off your int thing. So where it says wisdom there, you could replace that with int.
Okay.
So I fucked up the wording there. But
well,
yeah,
it scales with my int modifier, but I would understand why it would be.
Totally
so
means save. Fucking with the smarts.
Yep.
I feel like this should
and-
scramble a wizard more than anyone else.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mind fuddle.
And then the very constructs. Can I activate that, or could I have activated it? But before we got in here, I wasn't sure how to turn it on.
Yeah, so basically, it's like whenever you make an, you have it. Yeah. When you got the opportunity to do it, you could have invested the 3 in there. Absolutely.
Sure.
To turn it on and activate it. And you could have done that. And yeah, it's so whenever you make an attack, you can add one of these weapon properties. And you can
Like the
it
monk
can be a
thingy.
different one with each attack. Essentially, yeah, it's kind of like the monk thingy.
Yep. I am familiar. All right, sick. That is badass. All right. I've scrambled his brains. Skaboom. Nanon, it is your turn.
All right, Anon, what have you done?
So this dark thing here, that is the portal?
Yeah, this is the portal to the abyss. This big blue and black swirling mirror-like portal. Broken mirror-like, shattered mirror.
Okay, and so I will Zephyr Strike.
Oh, fun fact, Anon. If you look at your inventory, I got you I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, but I made a Gambler's Blade that's no weight to it, but it is, if you use
I
it,
saw
it has heavy plus Great Weapon Master, automatically
Yeah.
calculated damage and attack roll and all. It's great.
Thank you.
I don't know why
Wonderful.
it didn't occur to me to do that sooner. I was like, yeah, this is way, I could just program this in and we wouldn't have to do this complex calculation every time.
Yeah. Math,
2020
I'm
hindsight.
not so great at.
That's what the Foundry's for. We'll do less math.
Yay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna dive into the portal.
Diving into the portal, sick. Into the abyss you go. So we'll get to. We might even have like a separate initiative for abyss and not abyss. We'll see. But
This is when you reveal that you have a second DM. And
to
he
play the
comes in.
abyssal game, yeah.
Yeah.
And you two are on a new campaign. Whoa, you're the abyss. Whoa. No. So as you jump,
I'm rolling through the portal, y'all. That sounds sick.
As you jump
Howdy.
into the abyss, we're gonna jump over to Cylin, who's gonna come down the stairs, and she's just gonna run forward. And real quickly, move, I suppose. And that's her. And at the end of this round, let's go ahead and take. We'll just pause that for right now, and then we'll put a little intermission music on as we jump over for a quick break. Let's make a
This
15-minute
monster is-
break.
That's
what's
sick. This
Thank
monster's so
you.
fucking cool.
He is cool. I like him.
that. I am like 90% certain I'm already in low performance mode, but
And turning your capping your frame rate can help too, like making sure you're capping your frame rate.
Throwing Opal into the abyss literally destroyed her computer.
it actually
FPS
might
went
have.
to fucking
It did
shit.
start like right at about that time. It was kinda
Opal doesn't
nutty.
have the GPU to run the abyss. Just too much processing.
I also figured out why I'm rolling better is because I have better roll tables in my module setting.
Better roll tables lets me make the thing I rolled these tables on. But yeah,
I'm kidding.
let's
I wish
there
it-
is well no there is actually a module that like lets you cheat and it's for cheaters, and if you ever see it on, you call that person a cheater. I forgot what it's called, but I think it's called like better rolls or something, or fucking what is it called? No, I think it's luck for dice or something actually.
Let's say
Jot
better
that
rolls. I use
down,
better rolls.
actually.
Yeah, it's luck for rolls. That's what it is. It's called luck for rolls, and it's like, yeah, you can customize the chance for stuff, which is kind of cool. It's actually like if you wanted to like kind of play with Foundry settings in like a more gutsy way, and be like, yeah, you can up the crit chance with this item of your thing by like, now we just fuck with your dice to do it. That could be cool for stuff like that. But you can also use it to
Only roll
cheat.
ones.
And it's made for cheaters. You can make it like more likely to roll ones, I believe, which that is also funny. I guess you could use
I'm
it as
actually a
handicap.
failure, please.
I don't know if you can do that. That'd be fucked up because, like, oh god, that'd be scary. Like, what if you were in a game and like the DM's like, yeah, I'm gonna use luck for rolls. It's gonna be like generally gonna be luckier for you guys, and then it's just always rolling bad. It's like, oh, gosh, I got it in your favor. I don't know. I don't know how this is happening.
I don't know how you've rolled 300
Turn it
ones and
off.
301 rolls.
That's weird. Just RNG. RNG means random number generator. That means statistically this will happen eventually, and we're just in that eventuality.
You need an SNG, which is a selected number generator. I've
Yes.
selected 20.
I've selected. I always get 20. You always get 1.
Are you
The
rolling
game
a
just works better
D8?
this way.
Too bad. Rolling a
But-
D8, I still get one.
Half of being a
Let's,
good player is just picking your dice roll.
That's true. That's true.
Sincerely,
What?
divination wizard.
That's what I'm doing.
Sincerely mellow, apparently.
I just
that's
roll better.
Roll better.
All right.
Let's get
I'm
back
fully
into
operational.
it. At the top of the round, Opal.
I'm in the abyss.
You see the glass as you get thrown through this portal, the glass like kind of going behind you, you see like kind of your vision fade as it kind of goes away and gets enraptured with this blue black energy, and you feel yourself begin to fall. You're almost in free fall for a time, and then you feel gravity shift you a different direction, and suddenly you are falling this way, and you're falling to the right all of a sudden, and then it shifts again, you're going up, and then you're going into the side and down. You get thrown all of these various ways until you look down and you see the ground is hurtling towards you at a rapid pace, and you feel like you must have fallen hundreds and hundreds of feet at this point. But just before you hit the ground, you begin to slow. Your descent begins to stop. You float above the landscape for a moment as you drift down, and you see cracked earth all around you. There are floating islands and landmass. Oh, true. Well, you don't see this shit. The
So
mind's
forget all
eye
this.
sees this shit. The mind's eye sees this. I'm saying it anyways.
I know what you meant.
It's important for Nanan to know this.
This will, yeah, Nanan will know this too when she comes through, so it's fine. The mind's eye sees. See, it fucked with me. He got me with the combo. But you see the broken landscapes of like floating islands of these like bluish earth that are kind of disconnected. Beneath them, this swirling vortex of blackish energy that is kind of highlighted by this bright cyan blue just swirls in almost like a blender pattern underneath. But there are these various isles of connectivity, and on some of these isles, there are ruins of cities. On some of these isles, there are deadened forests. And some of these isles, there are entire graveyards. And some of these isles, like each isle has different signs of ruin and decay, but from various like places. It almost as if like these places were ripped out of parts of the prime material, perhaps that were corrupted and turned into this. Hard to say. But as you begin your descent, you land in one of these such pockets of ruin, and the ruin area that you kind of end up descending into is a maze-like structure of fallen buildings and various other post-apocalyptica. But yeah. As you descend, that's kind of be where your turn starts. You look up, the portal that dropped you here is like hundreds of feet in the air.
Okay, well, I will. I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, does it seem like there's a way for me to climb back up to the portal?
It's like hundreds
Just
of feet in the air. You would need to be able to fly to go back through that portal, pretty much.
Right. So there's it's not like up on a cliff face. It's just suspended in the
fell
air.
out of the sky. Yeah, there's like a hole in the sky, and it's like you fell out of that.
I see. Well, see, I don't know if I have anything to do. Okay, maybe I will save.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you could look
action?
around and look for other things, but no, you can't look. That's true. Your
Well,
eyes
okay,
don't work.
I do. Okay, and I'm not actually touching the ground, or am I touching the ground?
Yeah, at this point you are touching the ground, and you can see like around you, so you get the idea of the cityscape. But like you can't look off in the distance and the horizon, for example, and see things that may be
Right.
useful to see as landmarks to navigate.
I would say. Yeah, I don't know. I like if there's anything I can feel within 60 feet of me, because my ability would still be active. Then I'd see if there's anything like either people, places, things, or just like objects that feel strange. Anything like that?
Make a perception check.
You got it. Well, did that roll?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it
roll.
did. What the fucker? Okay. He's cheating, right? He's cheating. We
Did I
can all
roll another
agree.
nat 20?
Yeah.
We can all agree he's cheating.
I don't even
like,
see it. It didn't show up for me. I have no idea.
Opal's a smart guy, and like, I'm gonna just deafen and mute him for a second. We all know he's a smart guy. He probably hacked into this somehow, and now he's playing cool, playing casual. Thinks he can take us off for chumps. Thinks he can like, oh, I'll just go in here and be like, do the roll better mantra, and they'll believe in the superstition.
It's just roll better. It actually works. So.
It actually works.
But now that I've called him out,
beginning of his scam.
Oh, I swear, I'm
Move
being
on to the
honest.
3-step program.
Mirana's a
Yeah.
plant. She was hired by
Just
Mello.
roll
Huh?
better.
What do you mean?
Never.
So
Just be better.
Well, goddamn.
What you gonna do about it, Oog?
I
You
just
feel
okay.
all of the abyss.
Also, Oog, if there's nothing there, you don't have to just like make something appear. I might just be in the middle of fucking nowhere.
No. I'm just like amazed that you're such a cheater that you just keep cheating. I usually don't call for roll. Oh God, I'm actually kind of more distracted now because this fucking wire. See, this is what I get for cheaping out on the replacement wires. I bought this replacement wire, and like they don't last as long as the real brand wire for this headset. I think this one actually might be going out, which is big unfortunate. Hang on. Oh. That's not good. Hang on 1 second. Ooh. Keep hanging on.
So Opal, can you give me the code real fast to like your
Yes,
rolling
it
20s
is
all the time?
up, down, left, right,
Actually, really easy.
R1, R2, L1, R2. You know, the huge.
Okay, I got
There you
it
go. This
barely
is how you do
balanced.
it.
I'm just gonna try not to move.
Oh,
But that
boom.
is
Oh, crazy.
I guess I'll just buy the good cable. That's
Wow.
the trick. I gotta buy the good one. Oh well.
Man,
Oh
fuck
fuck!
you.
I can't move my head. Okay. Don't move very much. Nice. Well, as you feel around, you sense within the buildings around you, you do sense the presence of a creature. Is a loose word. You feel like what feels like almost like a big caterpillar. It feels like the consistency if a caterpillar was just really big and really wide and kind of almost more slug-like. That's what you feel, and it's like in one of the buildings nearby.
Okay, I guess I will make my way over there. Say a quick little hello.
As you motion in there, you see a little creature. It does resemble much a slug or a caterpillar in that it is that form, but it is wider and a little more pathetic. It is covered in this like blue green slime that kind of sticks it to the floor. It kind of worms its way across the ground like an insect, like a worm. And you see it looks up at you, and it has a human face. It looks like a person, and this person is actually a pretty attractive human face. So like besides like the slug, not too bad. You see a handsome man there, and he looks at you
Hello, stranger.
uh, and says, "Hey, how you doing?"
Thank you very much.
We're fine.
Thanks for asking.
How dare you
how
insinuate
are
that Elvis
you?
went to hell?
Yeah.
This is the abyss. It's a different.
Yeah.
It's
Doesn't
much
work
I
when a
worse.
wrestling overdose in a public toilet stall.
Makes
Question.
a chaotic
Um,
life and leads to a chaotic afterlife.
I just got tossed here.
Oh, mama, I know how that goes.
Did you get tossed here too?
Long time ago, but you know, it is what it is.
Is there a way to get back from having been tossed?
When I leave my lava form, I'm gonna become a mighty demon. I'm gonna fly up through that portal.
I see. That's something that can be accelerated in some way.
Hmm. You got any heroic souls I could consume?
That you could consume. I mean, I don't know. What makes a whole like a soul heroic?
You'll know
I mean, what if I have
if you
a
got.
heroic soul?
Ooh, then
Then
I could eat it and I could become some sort of crazy demon.
I mean, but what if I could just? Hmm. Question: do I feel like I have a heroic soul?
That's up for
How
you to
can the
decide. That's a
deal
personal
you
question.
gotta?
I mean,
That's a personal question.
I feel like I do, but I don't want to give up my soul. I'd prefer to use it. I remember the gatekeeper said that if I had a heroic soul, that I'd be, or that anybody who had a heroic soul would be worthy of this combat. I'm going to try to will myself towards the gate with my heroic soul.
Hmm.
Does anything happen?
Make a wisdom
Freebird starts playing in the
check.
background.
A wisdom check?
Freebird. Yeah, wisdom, just raw wisdom check. You feel your soul lift and rise in your chest. You do and feel, in fact, feel the presence of what you think is a heroic soul. You've always kind of thought of as key energy, but there is something more built up there. And as you try to lift yourself, you can't quite begin to fly, but the presence is known.
Hmm. I am going to, in that case, sort of just will myself. I'm just going to use. Well, I don't know. I don't know what this can do. Well, I know the things that it can do as in the terms of key, but I guess I'm going to just try to push that key to its limits and almost just like find places to step up. Yeah, just the thing. It's like I guess I don't know what the limitations and abilities of having a
We'll
heroic
say- we'll
soul
say-
actually means.
We'll touch into that next round because we'll say like that kind of.
Yeah, that would take a while for Opal's like stepping in the air and seeing if there's anything there, and nothing's happening. And then maybe
So
she'll
wanting
find
to
something.
genocide the orcs is heroic. I
Mm-hmm.
was right all along, Opal says. When I get back, those prisoners are fucked.
It's
hero
heroic
the
that the only
shit
reason
out
you
of
don't
them.
kill them is that you're too tired.
I'm gonna hero them in their sleep.
Heroes
the
are
way a hero
tired.
would.
You're welcome.
Nessus.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Were you gonna say something, Marissa? Oh. True. Okay.
Wow.
He's 50 feet away. Hmm. All right, first things first, we're gonna fly up. Boop, boop. Oh, how high are the ceilings? Oop.
The ceilings go up here. I have them. Oh fuck! I didn't do them the cool way with the height and stuff. I guess this was before I was doing that. Well, they're about 30 feet at their height. Highest.
30 feet.
Pretty tall
Okay,
chamber.
cool.
Pretty tall chamber.
He'll go like 20 feet up. Oop. And then, this guy's resistant to fire, huh? It's kind of like my whole deal.
Only you had.
Yeah, he's
Only
immune
had
to
something
it.
that made
Fact.
fire stuff do radiant stuff.
If only.
That'd be
Or
crazy, though.
You had
That'd
a
be crazy.
feat that made it so creatures that were resistant to fire were no longer.
Yeah, if only. Well, he's well, you know,
That's-
we get rid of those spells. Or
I
those
believe in
feats.
trade.
That's okay.
We get rid of those
Flames.
feats for the healer
It's made
feat. You know,
flames.
we're really power gaming here.
Yeah, we are.
I miss the old nefs. The
I'm
hot
just
fire
gonna
nefs.
keep bringing them down. You watch me.
Just you wait.
You know what? Let's get some fire back in here. That's a good point. And we're gonna hit him with this. And we're gonna hit this fucking statue too. Fuck this statue.
Does the fire damage also do now radiant damage? Is that just radiant strike?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Or it might say what does it fucking say on the hand? Does it say attack spell or does it say anything?
Oh. Damage from a spell. it
Any
just says.
damage from a spell or radiant damage? Yeah, that's right. I think it was the other way, but then it got like awakened more when you something. But yeah. Anyways,
Okay. Yep. And then that is all he's got.
I
No
don't
bonus
think it
action.
actually made him do a deck save. It's weird. In the other game, it makes him do it automatically. Sometimes he does it here. And in this game, it waits for me to do it. And I don't know what I've done in the other game setting-wise to do that. Oh, that's a natural 20 on the save.
Oh, okay.
It's
Still takes something.
spicy. Takes how much? Half?
Yeah, he will take half.
Cool.
13. So that is it.
At the end of your turn, he is going to use legendary action. You see the runes still going strong.
Seeing those runes, can I figure out if we can do anything to stop that?
Make a religion or an arcana check.
Okay, well, you know what one it's going to be.
Nature.
14. Nature.
14. You do feel that rune could be disabled with it would be a check, but sufficiently powerful enough to spell magic.
Okay. Yep, he'll call that out. Like, it can be dispelled. We can stop his healing.
How long it disables it, you're not sure, but I can't find my fucking wire. Disabling my fucking hearing. Anyways.
Are you able to tell how big it needs to be?
No.
How big of a dispel? Okay. Fair enough.
Correct. It's hard to tell.
Oh, do I damage the fucking statue of Rovagug any bit?
Just the
The
altar.
statue does maintain the flame. The blood begins to like get dissolved, and you hear something from inside of the chest. Oh, is someone disturbing the outside there?
No.
Well, if you sound like reasonable people, unlike this
Don't worry,
gatekeeper
Nessus, I'll
fellow,
handle this.
you all should collect me.
Are you with Rovagug?
No, I hate that bastard. His shamans put me in this blasted circlet.
Okay, great. We'll get you out of there.
Cool.
Can I have three voices in my head?
Put on the hat. Oh, right, his turn. I forgot. I was like, whose turn is it? It's his turn.
You could skip him if you wanted to.
Well, actually, he can't do anything. He has to roll a d10.
That's true. He does have to roll d10. What's 8 get me?
8 gets you. Where'd it go?
Creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. There are no creatures within its reach. So you see it just kind of slam around and slam into the stonework there. And he's like, oh, I think you've made him mad. And you kind of see the gatekeeper's mind. It's a little fuddled.
What? Okay, and now he may make an intelligence saving throw at the end of his turn. DC 15.
This inconvenience will not protect you for long.
And you see he's still fuddled.
Fucking sick.
This shit's so fuddied.
He's so fuddied.
It's from all that legendary resistance that knocked the fuck off of him.
Marana.
Morana!
Actually, because point of order, if he was confused,
Yeah.
let me go look, because I don't think he could have done the healing, actually.
Can't. Yeah. It says he
Can't
can't.
take reactions. Yep,
Uh.
because it doesn't say he's incapacitated, it just says he can't take reactions, which is different.
Yeah, which means that he could take his. I would say he could take.
Wait,
his
legendary
legendary
action
actions.
is separate than reactions, typically. That's true.
Yeah, I would say he could still use his legendary actions. There's nothing stopping him from doing that.
That makes sense. Fair enough. We'll continue forward. What are you doing, Marana? Sorry.
What the fuck's going on? Why won't it let me move?
What the fuck is going on?
Let me move!
There's a pillar light right here. You have to kind of like walk around it a little bit.
I hate it here. Okay. She's gonna. I still can't move.
You gotta go like one more around it.
I'm trapped here.
You still can't move?
No. Okay.
You're fucked.
Do you by chance have the ruler selected?
Oh, you might.
No, that'd be crazy.
That'd
That
be
would be
crazy.
so silly.
That'd be crazy.
Okay.
That'd be wacky.
She's gonna stand here, and she's gonna like shout out to the gatekeeper. If you thought really hard about your name, could you give us a hint? Like what letter it starts with? Anything?
Like an M. Seem like a mark.
I love the letter M.
The name stolen from me. The name my pride cost me. The name.
His mind's really
True.
fuddled right now. I don't know if he can answer your question.
Okay, Nephthys made a check on the gatekeeper, and he knew that it was the warlock of Dagon. Would Marana know, like, the history of this to know who this person was before they were the gatekeeper?
You don't have necessary information to plug you in there, so you can make a history check. It's gonna be at a higher DC because you don't have that information to plug in there.
I'll just roll better.
Yeah,
right?
roll better.
That's the key.
Roll a 20. Roll a 20. Holy
Oh.
shit.
Okay.
It was a fairly high DC here.
Oh.
So
He's a plant.
what you learn, he's a plant. Yes, he's actually just a plant. It's like
Boy,
he's
do
a
I have
fern.
a smell for you.
Speak with.
Thinking back to the legend, think of the
Just a spell
story.
talk to him.
The name
Plant growth.
specifically escapes you, but you do know some consolation. Like the name, the culture that this individual came from was that of Varisian culture, and he was of Galarian originally. If that helps you, maybe, but that's the only thing that kind of like prevalent. You do know the basics of what like Nephis kind of would know with like the like knowing about the general. You wouldn't know the abilities of the creature necessarily, but you would know a little bit about the it being a warlock, a servant of, etc., etc., etc. Bit. So there you go. That would just probably be like interact action to like think for a second. So what else you doing?
You want to tell the. Reconvene that information in some way?
Yeah. What did you say it was Varisian culture?
Yeah, Varisian.
I think I read about you. You were a warlock, like me. But you were Barisian?
And you see as he kind of tilts back and forth.
They thought. No, older. Thessalonian. Before. Servant. The rune.
Servant of Garoon? Garoon?
The Rune Lords.
And then, as a bonus action, she'll cast Misty Step to get here. Oh, this is a mistake. But she wants to be close to the. She wants to be close to the
hello.
thing. And that's it.
All right. Zeke Ian brings us back to you.
Hey, when you throw a friend through that portal, can he get back? I might as well ask.
The abyss. The abyss takes all. Changes them. Makes them better. Makes them embody their true form.
Yeah, okay. And then they come back.
Better.
Right. That works out. Zeke is I'm gonna go to here, and then I'm gonna jump across to get to here, and I'm gonna flip this thing open if I can.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna club it.
Whoop. You see a ruby circlet. Looks like that.
A crown, you could say.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this? Zeke's gonna pick it up.
He looks kind of confused at kind of not even really sure of the context of like what's in front of him. Doesn't seem to be aware too much as he says.
You're muted.
Ground.
There we
Ground. Is
Yeah, you're breaking up really bad. We're not hearing
Yeah,
anything
you
you're saying.
speak too softly.
What?
What?
You're speaking too softly.
Okay.
Yeah, we heard like every fifth word, maybe.
And it sounded like round, what is?
Hmm.
Guessing you're saying crown.
the crown.
Mm.
It was once man, like I, but now cursed. Cursed. We are both cursed.
Okay, well now I'm curious. Oh, yeah, he's gonna put on the ground.
Thanks, matey. I love it here.
Wait, worst case scenario, I like switch sides and then like fuck you guys, I've got the gatekeeper. Sick. He says in his
cool as
head,
fuck.
not out loud. He's cooler than all of you.
Thank you
not
for putting me
wrong.
on your head.
Objectively correct.
So,
Yeah, I put
like,
the red crown on my ginger crown head.
I'm on your head, and so I'm here, but it takes me some time to really get to know someone to really like open up. So I look fabulous, and I can talk out loud right now to all of you. But once we have some more alone time, we can kind of establish more of a connection.
Oh, great. Then just be quiet till this is dealt with.
Of course, I will be here. You will not notice me, except for the fact that your hair will no longer be constantly tangling in your face, thanks to my exquisite design.
Worth it. I'm assuming
He's
it's my
now
action
wearing
to
an
like
actual
pop
crown.
the chest and like my interact or something to put it on. So I assume I have like a bonus action maybe.
Yep, that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
He's actually the ginger crown now, guys.
Yeah. Okay, then Zeke is going to. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Compelled Duel on this guy.
All right. A wisdom saving throw. Why did it say you're supposed to? Oh. Is it doing it? It's recognizing that he should have advantage on these,
Mhm.
but I don't know if it's doing it. I don't think it is.
It
Hang
is.
on. I think it wanted me to do it with advantage. That is a success.
Never mind. Then that's my turn.
You got it. It's gonna bring us
So,
to.
actually, while I'm at it, I'm gonna swap weapons. He's gonna put his staff sling in. He's gonna draw that.
Oh, you've already
war
used
hammer.
interact.
Oh, it's interact. Oh, okay, fair
But
enough.
next turn you can easily swap with your interact, and
Okay.
like you'll be able to do it. So, but yeah, that's gonna bring us to Leary. And at the end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action to swing his great sword towards you, Zekian.
The first attack he's made, aside from like grappling. This dude has had.
Ooh, that's gonna hit.
Colery.
Yep, you take 15 points of magical slashing and fire damage combined as he just swings out the blade and cuts a ribbon of flame into you. It's going to bring us to Leary as she runs forward and she says, "All right, take
Oh, this did
this!"
fire damage?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I would do this.
Okay, that gives you.
So it would give me resistance to that fire damage, and I get a
You
little.
have three.
damage
You
boost.
take 3 health back, and you can add that to yourself. Take 3 health
Yep.
back, and then just I'll remember next time that you have resistance to fire. But cool. And she is going to attack with the Morning Star.
Leary also gets to attack?
Yes, she ran up.
Holy shit. I think this might be the first time she's actually managed to swing her weapon.
Yeah, but is she gonna hit?
Oh, that's not true. That's slander.
I think the only thing she's ever attacked is us.
Also not
Successfully.
true. That's
Most
actually
of the
not true.
combats
I
I think
remember.
she spends running.
She's attacked. I've used this Morningstar before. But she misses with the Morningstar in this case. But she
Does she
is
have a
then
second
going
attack?
to bite him.
Oh.
Yeah, she's sick like that.
And
Did you
she
say
like rips a
bite?
chunk of his meat
Yeah.
out, like a little bit of like a chunky stone flesh. She bites into it and crumbles in her teeth, and she just kind of comes back with just some chalky stone texture. That's not very tasty. But I'll bite you some more soon. Resta's turn.
Oh. I can't believe that spell worked completely.
Oh, end of that turn, it is going to use another legendary action to make a attack at Cheekian again.
Not at Larry, the person who just bit her.
Nah, I've pissed him
Bit him?
off.
Okay.
I know compelled duel failed, but did it really?
But
This
did it
is working
really?
out. Is this doing fire again? Oh wait, it doesn't matter. I don't have my action. Never mind.
Does that not last more than one attack?
It's just the triggering damage. Oh wait, oh yeah, I do have resistance to the triggering damage at the start of my next turn. You're right. So I have
Yep.
resistance to fire.
Cool. So this
That
is
was
actually
just
too
for
much
the
damage.
one
That was a
instance.
lot of damage. I actually rolled more slashing damage than fire damage on this one, so you get back 2 health from that. Cool. So that's gonna bring us to Resta. Sorry. Rest your turn. Resta, your turn. Huh?
Yes. No, I can't. I can't add it to skills I'm not proficient in, so I can't make like a good history check. Try and figure out the creature's name. Sorry, not my specialty. Time to attack it.
What do you care about names? We got the only name we need, and that's Punching Bag.
That one was actually pretty good. I liked it. Ka-chow. Gonna try. I'm gonna attack him. I'm gonna add a D8 plus 2, plus 3.
Oh, and for the weapon properties, before you make the attack roll, you have to declare whatever weapon property you're using.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does that because I see? Oh, well, I guess I wasn't using piercing. Right.
We'll say in this case you could have been using piercing, but just, going
Ye-
forward while you get used to it, because you
Oh,
haven't really
wait,
been able to
he
use
has
them
he has a
so far.
creature next to him, right?
He does.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, yes.
Plus another 11 points of damage, 22 points of psychic damage, and actually some force in there too. This is not food. You stay away from my edibles, buddy.
He's going to have a good time.
Drug fiend, I swear. And he's got to make a DC 15 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
All right, strength saving throw. Isn't he still? No, he's not still stunned. That's gone away since. Yep.
Yeah, but he's still fuddled.
He is still fuddled. So he is an 18.
Okay. Step a little closer. Gonna tack the heavy property onto this one. Let me just make sure I'm gonna go through all the properties I've got. Bypass, finisher, ensnaring, cavalry, heavy, sundering, sleeping, staggering. We're gonna go with heavy. So it's a -4 to hit.
Very nice. And then you can add +4 to the damage.
And I'm adding another D8.
Oh, you got all scary.
Oh, sorry.
I feel your pain. I do it sometimes.
Plus another 4. No sneak attack. I think that's correct.
Very
And he needs to
nice.
make another strength saving throw. DC
Hang on.
15.
Okay, that's important. Your damage isn't actually being considered a psychic damage for the sake of
Oh.
Foundry, so it's being resisted. That's what I just realized.
Oh.
But it shouldn't be. I think. Let me make sure. No, he doesn't have.
Did you apply the 11 points of damage after with the sneak attack?
I haven't done that yet. But just I can see the calculation. Like this 24 damage is reduced, but it shouldn't be. Let me look at your thingy. Hang on, let me open your thingy. Features. What is this? Inventory. Psychic blades. This was your normal attack, Dex one, right?
Yep.
Details. One action. Does it need? Does it need? Oh, does it need this? Is this gonna?
It's labeled as psychic.
It
It's
is
using
now. I kind of like got rid of that thing there. Kind of got rid of the one that's like in the text. I wonder if that's fucking with it. I think it is. Whatever. Let's see if it works now. Go ahead and roll another attack if you're going to.
Sure, it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Oh
DC
yeah, let me
15.
do that first. Strength saving throw. Oh, and he is. Holy shit, he has a good strength saving throw. He is not knocked prone.
Okay. Action, sir. Action surge. Again. 2 more attacks.
Perfect. So we can test this and see if it works. I think it will now. Maybe.
Oh. Another heavy. Let's go for
All
it.
right. Very nice. That just barely hits.
Really? Wow.
Another plus
Mhm.
1d8. Plus 3 plus 4.
That time. Oh, that's because your weapons aren't tagged as magical, which they would be for the purposes of overcoming resistances. So that's what it is. Yep. I think that'll fix it now.
Weird.
Yeah, which I thought psychic damage would kind of be its own thing from the non-magical like damage resistance thing, but the calculation doesn't seem to consider it that. Non-magical means like if it doesn't have the magical tag, it's gonna get resisted, even if it's psychic damage.
I
Interesting.
wonder if I've been doing less damage like this whole time.
If anything was non-magical resistance and I had the resistance on there, you might have been doing a little less damage. But I'm not sure how many things have. A lot of these demons
Fair.
probably have, honestly. To be fair, but yeah, that's kind of part of the perk of psychic is that it's hard to resist. So
Yeah.
hopefully that's
Roll me
working.
another strength save.
Yep. That's it's a really good 24.
Okay. These just happen whenever I use my my fighter dice. Another attack. I had to redo it. Thundering.
Sundering, yeah,
So
you get
now
plus
it's
2 to
a-
this.
Yes.
Very
Didn't need it.
nice.
All right.
There we go. Now we're working. Now we're working. Cool.
Another strength saving throw, please.
You got it. Golly gee whiz, that's a 27.
Son of an emerald whore.
It says like, yeah, you try to pull him, he is like a statue, and that like he's just resolute and heavy and not moving. It's just it's a big force of mass.
One last bonus action attack. Heavy again.
Shit. That doesn't hit.
That misses, but the voice timing is always funny when the voice comes on.
I thought I turned
But
that
yeah.
off.
That is unfortunately a miss. It's kind of comically timed so far, but that's a miss on that one, as it's just a little too thick.
Yeah, this time, Resta, normally it's been like a long bow or a short bow. This time it is like thick and large. It is a great bow that she is pulling out and is firing large psychic javelins into his head.
Oh, it's badass. And yeah, like the last one's coming towards him, and then like abyssal flames kind of wreath forward and kind of incinerate it as it's coming towards him.
Oh, he's still
Just
barely
feel that
injured
from
after
Matt.
I wailed on him.
Yeah.
It's
Gonna bring us to. Oh, anything else for you?
Nope, that's all I can do.
All right, Nanan. You find yourself falling through that same tunnel, and you also begin to descend at this point. And there you see Opal, who seems to be trying to do some sort of foot thing, and you actually see the landscape around you. You see, just by the way, while you're coming down, you see a number of other of these little like holes in the sky at various places across the distant landscape. There is one that is like in a foot trail. It's like you could get to it by foot, but it's like a ways off, and you would have to cross a series of connecting islands and such. But that is what you see, in addition to the stuff that was described earlier, while you fly or float down and land near Opal. And as she lands, you feel her presence, Opal. It looks like we got company out there. Oh, I guess you can't see.
They think the worm talks. You're talking.
I do.
It says that it needs heroic souls, but I'm thinking that maybe if we have, I mean, Nanan, do you feel pretty heroic?
Most of the time.
Maybe we can muster the power of our heroic souls to will us through whatever plane we're in. That's what I'm trying to do. We're gonna see if it works.
We could do this. I do have other option.
You can get us back?
Mm.
Can you get that helps?
She's just super fucking heroic.
I'm pretty good at things. You know, when I was talking to the shaman on my tribe, they taught me some things, and one of them was this. And I send Opal back to her own plane.
Huh.
Whoa. Yeah. What a cool way to use banishment.
That's a cool banishment. Do you resist?
I trust Nanan. I don't resist. Yeah. Fuck it. I'm on my way back, baby. Hero time!
Yeah, you get like no clipped into the ground because it's like the elevation is different in the air, so you're like 50 feet underground, and you're just instantly killed by like clipping into the ground.
Your
and you get
coordinates
summoned
have to
in.
be set to 0 again.
Yeah, exactly.
I have
You
infinite.
went to home spawn in Minecraft.
I
Or you
cannot take
drown
damage
underground.
because I have no health to take damage from.
No, but you do suddenly reappear, Opal, right near the spear of the gateway. You see, you just kind of like get thrown back out with the banishment sending you here. Nanan, you do have to concentrate on the. Oh no, you don't. Yeah, you do. You do. You do have to concentrate on this for the full minute for this to last. So theoretically, if you stop concentrating on that, he will get thrown, or she will get thrown back to the abyss at the end of the minute if you, for whatever reason, lose concentration.
Okay. Can I don't know, with my bonus action or whatever the fuck, I'm just going to scratch Machi's head and start skipping towards the nearest portal.
Hold on, real quick, Nanan, do you have a 5th level slot?
I do.
Because in theory, you could cast it on your. Can you banish yourself?
No, a creature that you
Yes.
can see does not mean you.
No, you apply. You are a
Yeah.
creature. You can see yourself.
Sage. I know what Matt's referring to. There's sage advice about this. I don't remember what it
No,
says.
the same way that you're not your own ally. You
Mm.
can make a stance and argue on it, but it's rules as intended. Doesn't not intended to be self.
You are a creature. Can you see self? Does that mean you cannot cast?
Unless you can. It'd be a weird
Then
one. I know
paladin
that
aura
you're
wouldn't
Jeremy-
work on paladins.
If
I
you're
think it includes
invisible.
yourself.
Oh
It just
god,
says
this
creatures
is
within
it's
10
fun.
feet of you.
Hang on. Sage advice. Jeremy Grover, does that mean you cannot cast a spell on yourself if the spell requires you to be able to see your target? I don't know about you, Jeremy Crawford says, but when I look down, I can't see myself. Blinding me would definitely change that. So it sounds like you can as long as you're not blind.
So I would not be able to do it, but Nanan could.
But I also can't use it this round because.
Well, if you had casted banishment as a 5th level spell on you and Opal, it would have done it on both of you because you upcast.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is
ooh.
like you can cast it at 5th level and
Oh, yeah.
2 creatures.
Actually, here's a way more cut and dry one. Bam! There we go.
Yeah,
I
but I
was-
saw that, but she's doing this. They're not on the plane that they're native to. It only incapacitates you if you're on the plane that you're native to. So if she did this on the material plane and she banished herself, she would instantly fail because now she's incapacitated. But she's not on the material plane, so she wouldn't incapacitate herself. So normally you can't unless you are on a plane that is not your native one.
So this
Yeah,
is the, so
that's
it
weird.
works
I
in
guess
this
you can.
specific circumstance. Yeah, I see. I
Weird.
see what you mean.
That's dope.
It's very specific. Yeah, because it won't incapacitate you because it only incapacitates you if you go to the harmless demiplane. Yep, that is how that is worded. Yep.
Never mind. I guess you
Yeah.
can. That's sick. So
That
yeah,
is
you actually
cool.
could have upcasted this to 5th and hit both of you. And to send
DM,
you
would
both
you
back.
allow her to do that?
Yeah,
to
and
be fair-
in light of the rules being as they are,
'Cause that's
you want
sick.
to?
I had walked into it assuming that I would have to do 2 separate spells. So I don't know, I had full intention of having to wait or find my own way out.
But if you knew that you could have upcasted it and targeted yourself, would you have?
Probably.
Yeah,
Right.
then
Well,
we'll
also
we'll
the
let
It's
it go.
assumption to know that
expenditure-
your characters know what their own spells do.
Yeah.
Right. And not to mention that the expenditure of a 5th level spell is costly.
It's a cost. There's a cost involved too, so that's the
compared
important
to
thing.
2 4th levels
Right. I mean,
in a
well,
full minute. Yeah.
There's still
Yeah.
some of a cost.
there is still
Yeah.
a cost.
Why do I?
So Nanan and Opal just show back up.
It's
In that
fucking-
case, she would, because that's a cool use of
sick,
banishment. I like that a lot.
And Opal says as we arrive, you said you were looking for heroic souls. Feast your eyes,
Hero
bitch.
pose.
I need a
Fucking
hero.
JoJo pose in front of the
Yeah.
portal.
Oh yeah, Opal and Nanan are just crackling with electric energy and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, smoke's kind of flying away from them. They're like 3-point posing and like flexing and shit.
Fucking menacing comic book splats are happening in the background. Hell yeah.
Ow!
Guitar riff.
Gods.
Oh my god, that's great.
The dog
They
comes to the
watch over
finds
you.
Opal. Freebird starts playing in the background while she's explaining her plan.
Anything else for you?
Bird. I think I'll still give Nachi a little scritch.
All right.
Oh no, you can't do 2
Wait,
leveled spells.
ooh,
Never mind.
Wait, we're back on the plane. I can send Nachi up.
As a
Send them
bonus action.
Yes.
Too bad it's immune to poison.
Oh, it is immune to poison.
Oh, is
We
it?
know that.
Hey, it can
Yeah.
take 1 point of damage though.
It would take 5, or well, it might take 0 because I don't think Noachi has magical attacks yet.
No.
Well, then it'll be a minimum of 1 because it's resistance, not immune.
Oh, it's resist. Okay.
Yeah.
Resistance man on magical weapons, yeah.
And if it crits, baby.
Was I in the portal though when the resistances was discovered?
That was found out at the
No,
very
this
beginning.
is
that
the
was
beginning.
first
That's the
round. That was
beginning.
first round.
It's the first thing Nessus did.
And Nessus, you did say you shouted that out.
Yes, I did.
You know, if I could, yeah, I'm going to squunch Nachi out for a flyby and a bite.
Ugh, restrained. Ugh, no health. Ugh, prone.
You know, I think she will zoom here and then zoom up at the top.
Hank.
Yeah.
Or a Nachi bite.
That is gonna hit. Go and roll damage.
Well,
It's just 1 plus
her proficiency bonus.
5.
5. Rounded halved is 2.
Ooh.
You got
Does
it.
it beat its AC by 5 or more?
No, it doesn't.
It beats
Damn.
it by 1.
Oops.
That's a shame.
Damn, that was a good 3d4 roll though. If that like fucking goddamn, if that would have poison would work. That was a
Oopsie
good
doopsie.
3d4.
It was also +2 because I kind of forgot how the math works.
That
Cool.
is perfectly acceptable reason.
All right, it's gonna bring us to Scyllin, who's gonna kind of look over this situation, and she is going to use her Knight's Challenge on him, kind of coming over here and say, "Hey, stop hitting him, stop hitting them, come hit me for a while." Holy shit! What is this?
Is that what she
What did I
says?
just do? Yeah, what the fuck was this?
He actually hasn't been able to attack.
Okay,
very
yeah,
much at all.
no, it's this, the description says target one creature. Then when I clicked it, it like made me do like a 30-foot like area effect. Like that's not right. But I don't know why it has a measure template attached to it.
Target one creature, it affects every creature in a 30-foot
Mhm.
radius around them, obviously.
Yes. That's the intention, I think.
Like
let's
mask
see.
your wounds.
And damn, he succeeds on that saving throw, unfortunately. Well, I tried. That's gonna bring us to Opal.
Okay, Opal is going to start by trying to dig deeper into whatever this thing is that she was feeling in the abyss. And just channel whatever that is in as she approaches the gatekeeper.
Oh, well, make a wisdom check as
Another
you're doing
one.
this. Yeah.
Wisdom. Come on. Not terrible.
As you're walking forward, part of you starts to like try to channel this and try to focus on it and try to like harness it and try to be it. And then it dawns on you. You are it.
Fuck yeah.
That energy, that's you. That's always been you, and it's always been there. You feel the sudden self-validation as you walk forward and feel the power within.
Fuck yeah. And I stab it with a lightning trident.
That you do.
That actually
Strike him.
that sounds sort of reminiscent of what my old teacher was saying. What the fuck was his name?
Horace McLoganac.
McLoganac, right? Exactly.
Pleasure to meet you.
Waffle, you've got to shank them with the power of friendship.
You've got to
They're
believe
fucking
in
trident.
yourself.
All right, and I am flanking with Zeke.
Oh,
25.
yeah.
Good.
That's
All
a
right.
hit.
And that's going to beat its AC, so that's going to help me later. 1d6. Not a crit. I apologize, everyone.
Yeah,
14
kind of let us down.
All right,
Very
second.
nice.
Oh, Constitution
Fuck
saving
my-
throw, motherfucker.
He sure is gonna make that.
Did he pass?
He made a 19.
Yes, that passes. All right, second attack. This is going to be +6. Normal. Ooh, nat 1 still hits?
No, that one automatically misses regardless
Does
of
it?
what you roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Then I will do a third attack.
Technically, the way nat 20s actually work is if it's a nat 20, it's an automatic hit no matter what. And if your nat 20 also beats its AC, then it is a crit. But if something has like 25 AC
Yeah.
and you have like a -6 or something, then if you nat 20, you don't auto crit, you just auto hit.
Yep.
I have to
Fun
remake
stuff.
Martin's build.
True.
Another slam with the trident, and you're cutting into it, and it says,
Con
You're-
save.
yeah, sure is gonna do it.
And this one I'm actually trying to just put like rake my claw.
16. Is that enough?
That's a fail. That's a fail.
That's a fail. Then
Rake
he is
my claw across the rune on its chest. Is specifically what I'm going for.
It slashes and goes right across the chest. The blood begins to pool. The the stone begins to break away, I should say. And he does seem stunned for what that means minus his incapacitation, which, yes.
And I'm going to. I'm going to bonus action because I still have one. Oh, you know what? I'm going to hit him again because I have advantage now. And I'm going to expend a key point for that. And then I'm going to do the bonus action.
Yes. Unleash all your fury, all of your energy, all that you can give. And when it is done, and it is not enough, and your body is broken on the floor, you will know that you were not worthy.
Yeah, that wasn't great. And I'm going to bonus action patient defense.
All right.
And that is an expenditure of 4 more key points. That right. And that's it.
We find out that he's like immune to being unconscious.
That's
Yeah, that's
How does
okay.
he mean to being dead? That's the question.
That's gonna bring us to his
do
legendary
some
action,
Fucking
where
damn it.
he is going to attack you, Opal.
I don't fear you.
Pretty sure it's disadvantage still because of the way stunned works.
Well, he also has disadvantage because I patient defense. So.
Oh, true, perfect. Even easy. Whoa. You dodge out of the way of the blade. And that's going to bring us to Nef's turn.
Okay, cool. This will be fun. Can I holy weapon my fire blade?
You can.
Does it require a weapon with a value?
Oh, that's a good question. It might.
Otherwise, I don't see
Don't
why not.
believe so.
No, it just says a weapon you touch and.
Use a weapon you touch. Yeah, does your fireblade thing says it creates a weapon?
Yep. Create a sword of pure white fire in your free hand.
Yeah. It's a weapon. Sword.
Sick. Let's do it.
Works.
Let's
It
just.
doesn't need concentration, the fire sword.
Surprisingly not. I thought it did, and that's what I was. I haven't been concentrating on anything for a while.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a weird
just
one.
gonna post it. Doesn't say it. I can tell. Oh, sorry, that
Is this
doesn't help.
Deep magic?
Yeah, deep magic. Yeah, it doesn't say it.
Gonna watch that Kobold Press stuff.
Okay, so yeah, we'll holy weapon, and then you know what? We're gonna fly in and go to melee.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking truck him with your mega lightsaber.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah. But
That is a mega lightsaber right now, as it's glowing
Hell
and
yeah.
engulfed in celestial flame.
Dude, you're just going, but better. Bro. I'm telling
25.
Ooh,
And then
that
that
hits.
is we're gonna change the fire to radiant, so 40
Flying into melee range, I
radiant,
assume?
and then 68 radiant.
You're flying into melee range, I assume?
I am, yes.
He's
Oh, you're
12 feet
also-
tall, so you can go up 10
Oh, okay.
feet if you want. Yeah. Or 15 feet. You can actually be up to 15 feet and still
I'll
hit
go
him.
to
15
15 then.
feet right above him, yeah.
Sure.
You'd be like up on his head, slicing at his face.
All right. Damage plus. Sorry, I gotta I gotta write this.
That didn't do. Oh, that did fire damage. Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Sorry, it's not including the 2d8 radiant, so I'm gonna include another more. This is for the holy weapon.
And you can turn the hand lets you turn all of this into radiant.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So it is 29 points total of radiant damage.
29 points of radiant damage. Very nice. Very cool. Yeah,
And
you
then he
see
has to
the
make
flames
a
are kind of
wisdom
burning through
saving
him.
throw, or he is scared of me.
Oh. He looks at what's the DC?
My DC is 17.
And he looks.
Sir Knight, leave this place. You have no power here.
Blade of Wrath is concentration, 10 minutes.
Oh, it is? Okay, then
Yeah.
never mind. Why isn't it on there? Goddamn
That's
cold.
that concentration. That's a wild spell.
Okay, then it's only
yeah,
18.
actually, it says it on your little card too. It just doesn't have C, but at the bottom it says 10
I thought
minutes.
it did too. I thought I read that. Okay, cool.
Well, 10 minutes is to the time. It doesn't notate.
Oh, yeah, it should have the concentration.
It should have the
I'll put
concentration
that
tag,
on,
yeah.
and then I'm giving myself the 5th level slot back, but take off the 11 points.
You got it. No worries. And he's still frightened,
Well,
right?
then I have my action actually. So what am I gonna do? But because that was just oh no, my action was to attack. Okay, then
Yeah.
You have a bonus
have a
I have a
bonus action.
bonus action. Okay, you know what? Then
You
we're gonna
cast the spell, so you can do whatever you want.
we're gonna throw out our spiritual weapon then. Doo doop.
Now we're clericing.
And now we're playing big cleric
The
games.
other holy weapon.
Is there a benefit to putting holy or spiritual weapon at 4th?
Yeah, it does
yeah, it
3
scales up
more
to D8.
D8s of damage.
cool.
Every
It'll be
level is another
3d8.
D8.
All right, so then we're gonna attack it with that.
You want it right here?
Yeah, right there's fine.
I'm just going to use the meat stick for now. We got to get you your own version.
Yeah,
No shit.
All
One
right.
greatsword would be dope.
and then he
Or, yeah,
will
her.
fly back.
I'd like to think that he does just carry around, like his spiritual weapon is also a meat stick.
Is it still the big flaming greatsword?
Yeah, it's still is.
Okay.
Wise greatsword.
Okay, on the gatekeeper's turn, he still has his actions, but doesn't have a move. He's frightened and he's still confused. So D10 Resta, or I'll roll it. Fuck it. There we go. Where is it? Whoop. I rolled a 10. What
The
does that
creature
do?
can act and move normally.
Oh shit!
It overrules everything. It says it.
He is going to then oh, this door should actually be open.
What part of him is affected by stun? What are the stun features again?
Let's see. He fails strength and dex saves, and he has and attacks against him have advantage.
Okay, but his speed is not reduced to 0.
He can't move. He can't move, and he can't And speak
So-
only
so
falteringly,
he ha-
so he can't like do
so
tactical command stuff.
He has his action.
His action. Yep. He's immune to capacitate, and that's about it. So he is going to. He is going to bite at you, Opal.
At disadvantage because I still have the patient defense.
I think that still might hit. A 20?
That
Yes,
is
I think.
interesting, huh?
I'm going to use my disarming counter to try to reduce the damage.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
Use
the
your
damage that
greatsword,
you reduce
right?
it for, and I'll
Yeah,
add
it's
it
a
in.
weapon.
I thought he was biting.
Yeah, he's biting. I've
Oh,
I've,
right.
defle- I've
It's a-
deflected.
But natural
bites
weapons,
plenty
you
of
can like
times, yeah.
deflect them. You just can't disarm
Pull
them.
out his teeth.
Okay.
I
I
wanted
thought
to
it was
pull
his
out a
ass.
tooth. I want to pull out
Yeah.
a tooth. Give me a tooth. D10 plus
This is
11
mine.
plus 5 plus 16. Oh no, I have plus. So it's plus. Ba, ba. I reduce it
my.
by 24 damage. Those use my reaction and a key point.
It worked. That's cool. And it reduced it down to like only 2 points of damage. It's like it's just barely getting through with that big old bite.
No.
Then he's gonna come at you twice with the greatsword.
Tell him
It
he's
doesn't cost you a key point, by the way. It's
Does it?
only when you try to only when you try to disarm.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
right. Thank you. Well, I may have been wasting key points then. Did he hit me?
His first one does not hit, and the second one,
Disadvantage.
yeah, disadvantage. They're both at disadvantage. Ooh,
All right,
ooh.
that does hit.
And
I
the
don't
second one
have a
does hit.
I would
All
like to reduce the damage.
Whoa!
My reaction.
The
Oh wait,
damage reduction party.
Well, let's see
Teamwork.
how bad it is. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure I'll be fine.
I actually can't see Opal, so never mind.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. Slash. You take 15 points of slashing and fire damage from that as well.
As he does, I'm just gonna whisper in his ear as like his face is close and be like, "Heroic soul," and snap his mouth shut, throw him away.
A soul that I will consume.
We have a whole system in our party about when and who can be consumed. You do not have my permission to do this.
That's gonna bring us
We do not consent.
to Marana's turn.
This is stupid. Orana is going to step forward and she's gonna like reach up a hand and she's gonna be like, I think you were like me and you didn't really have a choice. Let me help you. And then she's gonna hold a spell for if he lets her help him.
What spell are you holding? Just curious.
The spell on that rune thing, Dagon's rune that's plastered on his chest.
Make a call us a persuasion check or a deception check. Either really could work. Kind of trying to convince him to do something, or trying to trick him
I'm not
into.
lying.
Yeah. Perception, persuasion, close enough. Basically the same scale.
That's actually better. It's actually better. Wait, let's see how much better. I'm
This is
gonna roll
fine.
a persuasion just to get the.
Oh, it's just
additional
a
numbers.
plus 6. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So it's a 21 instead.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The creature looks at you, and it seems to be willing to entertain the conversation for a moment as it looks through you through its stunned and frightened state.
Help me. I am beyond help.
No, you're not. And then she'll let the spell flash to try to get rid of this symbol that's like on him.
Okay, make a
It's 5th
make
level because I can only do it at that.
at 5th level. Let me actually go reopen his character thingy. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? It's one of these notes, and I forget where. Ah. Okay. You do need to make a check here.
Charisma.
Because this isn't caused by a spell per se, so it's not. You're not actually dispelling a spell as much as you are dispelling a magical effect.
Ooh, that dispels up to 7th
Oh.
level.
Pretty good though, and you see as you unleash the dispel, the rune dissipates and breaks and shatters off like broken glass of the portal itself, and just falls to the ground and shatters. And he looks.
Symbol of my lord. You've defiled it.
Do you remember your name? Do you remember anything? I think you might.
I remember my home in Avestan. I remember serving the militia. Then the Earthfall. Then I was trapped. I was given a choice and I had to dig deep. As did the Ruin Lords. They became what they became, and I became this.
Well, I'm giving you another choice. What do you want to be now?
I must serve my purpose now.
You
Serve.
get to decide what your purpose is.
I've come this far. Look how far gone I am. How could I ever come back?
I can show you.
Show me.
Okay. Then I'm out of spells for this turn, but I will like take his hand and sort of like lower down so that we're both sitting on the ground.
I'm stunned, so I can't.
Yeah. And you see, as you're like sitting, you see like part of his musculature is like tensing and convulsing. It looks as though it's like he's having to hold back a compulsion to attack you, and he still might at any moment. But you see him resisting. You see him trying to not do it, but the hands going for the blade, the hands tightening around the grip, and he's pulling back. We'll see what happens on his turn and your turn. But that's going to bring us to Zekian.
This portal to the abyss.
Mhm.
Can you describe it? Like not the like magic-y bit, but I mean the gate itself, like the physical thing.
Like how wide is it?
Like what is this? Is it just like a floating hole in space, or is there like an archway that's constructed out of something?
So there, it looks like the cave went deeper at this point. But between the cave, where like you would see the opening of the cave kind of go deeper, there is this broken mirror almost that emanates this shadowy blue and black smoke that kind of swirls all around, and it is sort of hovering in place. And the shards, of the broken mirror, are kind of like not necessarily perfectly in this frame. They kind of some float ahead, some float back, but they all perfectly align to obstruct the path ahead and make a broken visage of the abyss inside.
Okay, so it's not like an object.
No, it's more
archway or
like
anything,
it's
just
more like it just
the
it's
tunnel
there.
becomes it.
It's like a
Okay.
hole and it becomes it. Yeah.
I'm gonna smash it. I'm gonna smash his face in.
You got it.
Yeah. I thought about it. And as a player, you're doing the right thing. As Zekian, this is Zalarmaz again. Fuck you.
After the butterfly?
Thanks for lowering his guard. And Zeke is yeah. I can't kill this thing, but he's gonna try to.
This is a fool me twice sort of situation.
Yeah, exactly. It's that he's not letting this happen again. So yeah, let's smash.
So anyway,
and as I said before, he's gonna put away that moon his moon staffs, and he's gonna pull out that warhammer from before, the one that's got some nasty stuff on it, and I'm gonna fucking club this dude with it.
as I said at the start. So anyway, he started blasting.
Started smashing. Which this is a fun effect.
We're goddamn heroes.
Mhm.
And we're gonna smash you to death.
Okay, does sundering apply to this? I think Warhammer says
Yep.
Sundering.
It does.
Let me pull up the weapon.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't WCXify that one out.
Yeah, I did. Warhammer. Staggering, sundering, versatile. Yeah, I'm not going to do the verse. He's just one-handing this thing. So +2 from sundering, +2 from flank, plus advantage because stunned.
That hits.
I'll take it.
Can I use a hero point to take an action?
Yeah.
Now I realize that I'm interrupting you. So the goal is to interrupt the action. So, like, I don't know how you want to rule that.
Interesting.
I think we have said it can't be done in the middle of a turn before. Because, like, then you could hero
Let
point
me
to get away
see.
from, like, a dragon's breath or something.
Especially after something's rolled. It's like, oh, the boss hits him. I'd like to interrupt that. Cancel that.
Trees is ready, moving your initiative to just before. No, you can use act out a turn because this is what's different of extra action. You can spend a hero point, take your turn immediately. Treat this as a ready action, moving your initiative to just before the currently acting creature. You can only do an action or a move. You can only do an action, and it moves your initiative, but you only get the action.
Oh, it moves my initiative too.
But we did say that the move bit was janky because like the fact that you can move is like you can just like move out of effects and reset things. But it costs a hero point, which hero points are a pretty expensive commodity, so maybe that's not so crazy. But we'll talk about that more at the later. But it would move your initiative to act out a turn, yeah.
The question I have is this going to cost my action?
Yes.
Oog.
It depends on what she does. If she's gonna like try to like, it's not gonna be an auto counter your action. It's like if she has a stun spell or something, she could do it before you, and if you succeed, yeah.
I would like to use a hero point to make the boss lose his turn.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That makes sense then.
Not you referring to yourself as the boss.
Well, no, I'm saying if we can
He's
do
saying
this,
he could do it. He could do it. Yeah.
Hypothetical.
Yeah.
He could do it on the boss. Yeah. Exactly. Where it's like, no, you could.
You can wait till they do something and then decide that they don't, and also they can't change their mind and do something different.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know if I want to move my initiative, but I kind of want to see how this thing plays out with Veronica. So I'm gonna cast Windwall on top of Zeke to just kind of disrupt what he's doing, maybe like cause a disadvantage or something like that.
Let's see what this spell does. All around. When the wall appears, each creature within the area must make a strength saving throw. A creature takes bludgeoning damage or has. I'll let you know before you use this. This would hurt him, but wouldn't take away his action. You would need something that's like going to be a stun or like an incapacitate, because you need something that would force him, or like a compel or command, some sort
Or
of
something that
ability
would
to
give
like
you
stop
disadvantage
him from.
melee
Yeah.
attack.
Right, like
Uh,
this specifically is for ranged
Mhm.
things.
yeah.
And what
Yeah,
he's doing
it's
is
just
not
the
ranged.
closest thing I have. I don't have anything else. that
Yeah.
like
You can.
is
It's
I
not.
tough.
mean, you could talk to him for free.
It's true. You. Oh, you don't command prepared. I just saw it in your spell list. I was like, oh, you don't prepared. I see.
I don't think command would work on me anyways. I think it's humanoids.
Not true. But at any rate, with with PvP interactions, we do got to try to keep it as close to raw as possible. So with that,
Yeah, and like the
you
goal,
haven't done
if it
that
helps,
yet, but
isn't even to damage.
yeah, I see. But like
you could just like a
the
veil.
idea being that like if you succeed at this and do this, like you effectively like take Matt's choice away. Without him having like a save or a chance to like resist it in the kind of way. So when it's like a PvP thing, it's like two players want to decide something. I got to kind of be a little little less rule of cool than I might for like the monsters and the other things with spells and stuff.
Sure. Okay. Um.
But if you got something that can do it, if you got a spell that can do it,
I don't think
but
I
if not,
do.
of course, wouldn't have to use the hero point. Yeah.
You could also, as Nessa said, you could try to talk. You could try and see if saying something.
You could try to talk.
I don't think Nanan would.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not to like backseat game you, but like banishment is an example of a spell that could work.
Would
That is a big spell, though. That's a big.
Yeah. That's it's part of the trade for sure.
Oh, and you have to keep concentration. Remember that.
Yeah, or
Oh,
else
yeah,
we'll
if
come
you-
back.
Oh, and you two would go back. That's true. If you stop concentrating, that's important to remember. If you cast a spell, that's true. Even if you did cast Windwell, you would also end concentration on you and Opal, and you both would go back to the Abyss.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's quadra whammy.
Just for
We have
flavor.
been wailing on him this whole
Snake's gonna
time, and
attack.
he's still like breaking down to Mirana's will, potentially.
Yeah, just for flavor, when Mirana sees Zeke make this decision to like attack, she's looking at him and her eyes are reading like complete betrayal. Like
Ooh,
Yep.
okay. I think I have it. Instead of Windwall, I'm going to.
Ah. Oh. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You could sanctuary the demon. Fuck yeah, you could. That's cool. That's really cool. So you see, as like this, what does your sanctuary look like for your god? Like, what is when your god gives a little bit of divine protection around a creature? What does that look like in your eyes?
Ooh. I think kind of like lizard scaling
Mm.
would appear as a ball and then kind of form fit like a goop and then like tighten up and then disappear.
Very cool, and kind of like almost like an invisible layer of like protection there from that scales. It kind of like I kind of imagine as they're like sticking to the skin, they almost kind of like do like the iridescent, like kind of go rainbow for a moment before they kind of go fully invisible because of like catching all the light. That'd be cool. That's cool. And yeah, it surrounds this creature, and for a moment, while he's surrounded in this iridescent glow, his form is no longer terrifying. It is actually quite beautiful. It's a picturesque statue of like a almost like a old marble Roman statue of like a chiseled perfect Adonis, if you will. But now he's glowing and spectacular for a moment. Looks pretty good. Then it goes invisible, and you see the horrible demonic visage below. So, Zekian, you make this attack. It's gonna be at
Just make the wisdom
disadvantage.
You have to
or
make a wisdom.
wisdom save.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. Sorry, I don't know how to read. But I just said your initiative and then non, so you are.
Nope.
Ooh.
Oh.
Where is Nanon? Oh, there she is.
There she is.
Back
So
in the
you
portal.
see like these scales kind of like wrap around and protect, and like as you go to smack, you see that they appear suddenly, almost as like a sudden barrier, and then they deflect the attack.
I think with like a wisdom saving throw, it'd be like he can't muster up the will to attack.
Hmm. Could be.
That's your decision.
I was going with the flavor and a non's like protective barrier and stuff, so I was
Yeah.
like, that's kind of cool.
What does this
What am
prevent
I
me from
doing?
doing? But I still have to attack something.
No, you can
Uh,
choose to lose the.
Choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Mm.
Morana's right there.
But it's only
Ready to
one of
be
the
stabbed.
attacks, to be fair.
I only have one.
Oh.
It does not affect area effect spells.
Well, I'm assuming that I still have to do the attack that's
Oh,
triggering
right.
it because I made the
that's
save.
true.
Yeah,
That's true. Yep.
because I already rolled the attack.
Oh, true. That makes sense.
Yeah, otherwise then he would just blown this up if I didn't make the attack roll before and then Sanctuary happen and then affect that attack roll. Then yeah, he just blow up the floor, but I can't do that.
Right.
Blow up the statue.
Yeah, I
Well-
guess he just loses the action.
You're not gonna attack Morana?
He can't. He's not within range.
Not within range quite.
Oh, okay.
That's what's saving you.
Kill me.
Yeah, I'm trying to
It'll be
think.
so good
This
narratively.
might be like a serious problem.
This could be a moment.
This could be like a Zeke kill people. Bad. This is the thing that he was fighting against whenever Nephthys was killed, and everyone sided against him. And now this is happening again. This is like a line in the sand, big crossed.
Express it in some words, Zekian.
I don't think Zeke is the type to express it in words. I think he's the type to explode.
He can do both.
Those are words.
Nanon, if you cause this again, this gatekeeper's not worth it. I promise. Stay out of my
But
way.
Morana is.
This, you can defend a decision.
Yes.
Then you've picked a side. There's things you don't do. There's lines you don't cross. You weren't there for this Zalramaz thing last time. You don't know how it happened. That thing that killed Nephthys, that was Zalramaz. That's because I let it live last time because Morana wanted to be its fucking friend. And now she's doing it again with another thing of Zalramaz. Nephthys, fucking say something. Seriously.
We
This
gave
is
the
just
goblins
good?
a choice. I gave Zalramaz
Shut up,
a
Morana.
choice.
Nephthys, seriously. Am I the only one? Am I insane?
Zeke, you do have a point.
Yeah, I know.
But look how it's responding.
Yeah, so did Zalramaz. Until he took his supposed friend's soul and fucked off with it and then made a whole citadel and killed you with things.
If this thing's
I'm
really
sure this
being
thing's fine
affected by
now because it's
something,
losing.
I can stop it.
Sure. So can I. I don't think you can stop it. Well, maybe you can because people won't get in your way.
We only get in your way because you want to take everyone else's choice away.
You're taking away mine to fix your fucking mistake a second time around.
This isn't my mistake.
You didn't think it was before either.
I did. But I'm never gonna stop not giving people a choice. I'm still holding the thing's hand.
It's not a person. It's not people.
What are you?
More than this thing.
Sometimes I think you're a monster.
That's where I have to go to bed.
All right, that's it.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's
That
okay.
was
it's
so
okay.
fucking awesome. That was a great way to end. for me.
Super cool. Let's wrap it up on this cliffhanger. Let's wrap it up on this cliffhanger. Ozzy, can you do anything else for your turn? Or do you want to
I guess I've got to wait
Yeah.
till next session.
Yeah. But just note that you've used your action
Action.
and that's it. You have your movement bonus, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Whoo! Spicy stuff.
Oh, and Nelly.
How do we still get into a fight when Dad's here? Nemesis is with the party and we're still fighting.
Oh,
I
it's
Zeke is in his
his
I don't
mindset.
want to, but if it wasn't a redemption, Nessus would be all about killing this fucker. But the fact that it's a redemption on the line, he's got to give it a chance.
And it's the Serenite in you. It's the Serenite in you. That reluctance. Oh.
If this
oh,
thing's
juicy.
evil, he would destroy it. If this thing was a Rovagug.
Yeah, and like I was planning to for my next attack, like just going full fucking ham. And then you had to hold hands.
Mhm.
I think had anyone else done this, it wouldn't have been a problem.
He hates me!
It's PTSD a little bit.
It's
It's a little
literally
bit
literally
triggered.
the
the
worst.
Zalramaz thing. Because
Yeah,
everyone else
yeah.
said you were wrong with Zalramaz.
Also, yeah,
And
it
you
could
were.
it could be your intentions. Like, what? Doing it again?
Yeah. The way
That's
it
his
looks,
point.
yeah,
This is a
Zekin can't
bad
see.
fucking look.
Zekin can't see, and that's why I appreciate actually for the role play in general, kind of like opening up the role play opportunity in general, that whole kind of like conversation, but also for pointing out that like meta wise, like yeah, this makes sense, and like hey, as a player, that's really a good way to kind of keep it clear because I think it's very.
And as a player trying to end the encounter, this is the smart thing to do. But ain't no fucking way Zeke is cool with this. Ain't no way this is gonna happen.
Yeah. Because
way.
we've seen this scenario before. It is
Mhm.
slightly different. When it gets to my turn, I'm going to make an insight check on this thing to see if it's just feeding into what Marana wants to hear. Because it's a demon. Demons do that.
But it was a person before that!
Well, and
That's the
sometimes
thing,
people
that's
are
true.
monsters.
The thing
That's
is,
true.
You
though,
just said that you think that sometimes Zeke is a monster.
but Zeke was never a
So
person,
does it
he's a
really
fae.
matter who we are at the end of the day? Demon Fae? Is it
He
really
did-
all the?
This guy almost certainly, to get to this level of power, he has almost certainly done some terrible atrocities in the name of Dagon.
And
So
But
just
is Ezekiel
tossed
in the
Opal
name
into
of
the abyss.
various Fae eldest.
To be fair,
But
the problem
The
that
extraplanar
Marana
things are
runs
fucked.
into is she sees herself in every one of these things because she could have been
Maybe
the
so
exact
does
same.
Zeke, and that's why he wants to kill it so badly.
Yeah.
I want to hang from a fucking tree, but you won't let me. This isn't. I mean, I have been reading like his whole vendetta against the Green Mother is like an extensive suicide letter.
Well,
That was
yeah,
an
his whole goal is he wishes he could.
Yeah, he wants.
wishes he could kill
he's
himself.
Problem is he
basically
can't kill
constantly say
himself.
he wants to die over and over again.
Yeah.
He has cold iron, he could do it.
But he still comes back.
Yeah, it
The-
doesn't
With
do
cold
it.
just-
iron.
the physical
Not
form
with,
of it does
not with cold
restore.
iron.
Not with cold iron,
But
Wouldn't
not
stop
for
the soul?
him, and he's immune to
Not
the
for
cold
me.
iron properties because of the
Oh.
circle
He's
boundary.
immune to the cold fuck!
Right, because so he did get cursed completely
his
to
whole
never
circle.
be able to die.
He could also jump
What?
into the vortex, I guess, but
Could jump in under, but then that defeats the whole point. His thing is that it's not that he wants to get out of the cycle, it's he wants to remove everyone from the cycle. He wants to remove the cycle, not himself.
yeah.
And if he jumps
Yeah,
into the blender, everyone else is a slave to it.
He kind of he understands the suffering of never being able to end anything.
Yeah.
And
And
so
these
it's like
people
no,
can't
no
do
one
it. That's the
else
thing that
should have
gets
to
him.
deal with this.
It's less about him and it's more about the Fae. That the
Yeah.
entirety of his people are slaves to something that they can control.
And it also this whole scenario is like it. I'm like, I was also gonna ask Neftis. It's like, do you think it can be done? You're the actual angel. Do you think it can be done?
I've got an idea.
Okay.
Dispel good and evil can do a lot of shit, and hero points can do even more shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hero point.
And
Dispel good
and
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 evil
like
can do
it's worth saying in our games, just like Marana kind of was doing there, like saying the right things and like paying attention to the story and the narrative and like what's going on with that character can be often the most impactful thing ever. Empathy. It's your strongest weapon.
I have an idea then. But I'll leave it to when we get to the next thing. Actually I should write a note in like our little thing so I don't forget what the idea is. Oh, actually, next week I might just not be here. My parents are coming back from Colorado on the 4th. And so the day after would be the game, and I don't know how busy I'm going to be and like how much needs to happen. I've been waiting for a fucking medical bed for like 2 months. It's still not here. So their whole room is completely unmade right now, and I can't start without the
Gotcha.
bed.
Got to get it set
And
up.
so
Yeah,